for the greatest QBR in a single season. Another Heisman final.
It's an LP. It's an LP. This a LP. This a LP.
All right. What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Today, we are live for the Rose Bowl. Notre Dame fighting Irish at the Alabama Crimson Tide. How's everybody doing? What's going on? See who's in the building. Number one Eagles fan, Stacy Vash Starwin, David Adamski, Papa Mickey Longoria, Isaiah Fields, Keith Mack, William Rosada, Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk, West Branch Ball, Andrew Lunsford, Noble Sports Entertainment, Tyler Shaw, Abby Fields, Antonio T, Jack Merriman, Viron RL, Mr. Beck, JT, Clara, Inhaler, Arku, J Malik. Hopefully I said your last name correctly. Happy New Year to you as well. Chad Skinner, how's it going? How's everybody doing today? What's going on, Cole? Happy New Year to you as well, brother. What's going on, Emily? Oh, let me get everything all set up. What's going on, Philip? Here's to a much better 2021. Absolutely. The last played in 2013 National Championship, 42-14 Alabama. What's going on, Terrence Graham? Time for a Fighting Irish miracle. Hey, Jay, absolutely. 2021, absolutely. I'm always at your live streams. Appreciate that, Emily. Hey, Happy New Year's to you as well, Emily. Happy New Year's, Gridiron Blitz. What's good? How's it going, brother? Actually, hold on. You know what? Let me do something real quick. Where is view counter? There we go. There we go. Now everything looks a lot better. They're in Pasadena, California at the Rose Bowl. I'm sorry, they're in AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Alabama is 11-0, and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish is 10-1. Hey, appreciate that, Jay. Yeah, the Cowboys stadium. Yep. Appreciate that, Chad. What's up, Chris J? How do you do, sir? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you as well, Chris. Hey, what's going on, Jorge? Happy New Year's to you, brother. What's going on, the rapper E-Man? Bama gonna destroy Notre Dame? Will you be live on the Steelers game? Absolutely. Chad says my Sooners won. Absolutely. I was live for that game. I will be live after this for the Clemson Ohio State. Tomorrow I'll be live for Oregon Ducks at the Iowa State Cyclones. Then on Sunday we got a triple header with the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cleveland Browns, Arizona Cardinals at the LA Rams, and the Washington football team at the Philadelphia Eagles. What's going on, Philip? What's going on, James Arville? What's up, Chris Strunk? I mean, I got a high feeling that it's going to be, I think it's going to be a rematch of last year, Alabama and Clemson. But I do hope that Notre Dame does pick up the victory. But I think it's going to be Notre Dame with the win. Like, feelings aside, it's going to be Alabama with the win. But I want the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Yeah, I'm just not stupid either. I know all about marketing and money when it comes down to professional sports. And yeah, Alabama Clemson rematch again. That brings in the money for what do you call it, for the NCAA. But I'm going to be looking at linebackers in this one. I'm also going to be looking at corners and safeties. What's up, Axtro? What's going on, Nas at Edits? They tripping. A 16 minutes. What's up, Playboy Brian? I think Ohio versus Notre Dame does better views. I mean, that's what I would have it, James. That's what I would have it. But, I mean, you're talking about the number 1 overall pick in Trevor Lawrence, and you're going up against Nick Saban. That's about to be a blowout, says Tyler. What's up, Roger Rice? Says roll tide roll. Troxit is watching out since he is like everyone else. We're part of the 94.4% of people that had Michigan beating Michigan State back in October. Hey, you know what I got to say about that? You know what I got to say about that West Branch ball? Go blue. Go blue. Trevor Point makes sense. A Happy New Year's to you as well, Inhaler. Love my Buckeyes, but Clemson is just a little bit better. Roll Tide roll up the score. Trox, what is the crazy video on the bottom of your screen? Oh, it's just, that's going to be the field. Yeah, that's just going to be the field of play. What's going on in the Chicken 21? (27-24) says West Branch ball. A Dallas win plus a Washington loss puts Dallas in the playoffs. Yeah, whoever wins and whoever loses puts that team in the playoffs for the NFC East. Notre Dame about to get taught by Bama after this. My Vols would have a better chance to beat Bama than Notre Dame. Hey, what's going on? Isaiah Thomas says, what are you doing today? Not a whole lot. We got the Bama versus Notre Dame and then Clemson at Ohio State. How's it going, April Thomas? Whoa, okay. Got a bold prediction in the rapper E-Man. Says 63-28 Bama. 52-13 Bama wins, says the Chicken 21. What's going on, Christopher Campbell? 55-20. DJ Brandon says, what's up? What's going on? Happy New Year to each and every single one of you in the chat. 43 Notre Dame 7. What's up, Jessica Haggerty? Says go Notre Dame, beat Alabama. About to make some lunch, says Isaiah Fields. That's what's up. Bama record is 11-0. Notre Dame is 10-1. What's going on, Samuel Mundy? Hey, Happy New Year's to you as well, Jessica. Jessica Haggerty with the Happy New Year. Happy New Year's to you as well. Health and wealth for the new year to each and every single one of you. What's going on, STXGE? I think that's supposed to be stage or something like that, but it says Roll Tide. What's up, Ordinary Pete? Hey, appreciate that, Jessica. Devontae Smith for the Heisman. Yeah, that is crazy, though. They can't play at the Rose Bowl Stadium due to the COVID rise. So that's why they moved today to the AT&T Stadium where the Dallas Cowboys play. No, Notre Dame not trash. No, they're not. They've never been trash. They've always had a fighting aspect to them, and they, they go with their name, the Fighting Irish. That's one team that's one team name you never want to mess with. Fighting and Irish. That just sounds like a bad recipe. Who's your college football team? Mine is the Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue. Even though I do have, Jim Harbaugh. Hey, he better make the playoffs next year or he's out. No, better yet, just beat Michigan State and Ohio State. Even if you miss the playoffs, even if you got 2 wins, just beat those 2 teams in the same season. Like that, I'd just be happy with. At this point, geez Louise. Dude gets blown out in every single Ohio State Michigan game. Like blown out. But I do also like the Arizona Wildcats as well. I used to live out in Arizona, and I live here in Detroit, Michigan. So that's the reason why I'm a Michigan and Arizona fan.
And Notre Dame, Alabama, Todd, is a huge favorite, 19.5 points, the biggest in the 7-year history of the CFP. Understandably so. They've won 5 national titles since 2009.
That'd be a good game.
Notre Dame has struggled on the
Chad
big
says,
stages
I think my
for the
Sooners
past
play
couple
your
of
Big
decades,
Blue
including the last
next
time we
year.
saw these 2 teams
That'd be a good game. What's up, Jacob?
2013 BCS National Championship game. Alabama dominated.
I think it's
so
going to be
why might today
Clemson.
be different?
Well, when Brian Kelly watched his #1 ranked team get pushed all over the field
before I
that
say
night,
this,
he came away and realized that
go
to change
Blue.
their
Okay,
approach
before
to
I say
recruiting.
this,
They
go
had become
Blue.
a much more physical
But I
team in
do
the
want
trenches
Ohio
on
State.
both sides of the ball. They had to improve their overall team
I just
speed
think
on
that,
defense.
Nick
He feels like they
Saban
closed
versus
those margins with the
Trevor
elite
Lawrence
teams, and I tend to
one
agree with
last
them. I think
time
tonight
before Trevor
they
Lawrence
match up
becomes
better, particularly
a
the line of
#1
scrimmage with
overall
this
pick
Alabama
in
team
the
than some people
2021
might
NFL
think.
draft.
Nick Saban
I just think it
agrees
makes
with that. He
sense.
thinks it's a very physical Notre Dame team. They're a team that likes to possess the ball, run the
But
clock,
I do think
run
that
the
it's going to
football,
be,
and
I
Ian
like
Book
what
is a
I
big
wanted
part of
is
all of
Notre
that.
Dame,
Well,
Ohio
he's their
State
leader. He's 30-4
in
as
the
a starting
national title,
quarterback. He
and
can
Notre
make all
Dame
the
wins the
throws from the
national
pocket.
title.
But what they're going to need from
But
him tonight is to
I think
make
it's going to
some of
be
the plays
Alabama,
off
Clemson,
schedule that he
and
specializes.
that's going
Some
to
of his
generate
best
a lot
plays
more
happen
money than what
outside
I
of
would
the
want.
pocket. He has a knack for
You know.
extending plays, and
So,
when he does leave the pocket,
I do
he does a
think
nice
it's going to
job
be
of keeping
Alabama,
his eyes
Clemson in
downfield,
the
and
national
his
title.
receivers adjust with him
And
on
I
the
will go
move.
with
We'll
Clemson
also
in
see
that
Notre Dame
matchup.
move him out of the pocket on purpose. He's very comfortable throwing on the move, change the launch points, and I think what we'll see a lot more of tonight will be called design quarterback runs. Alabama very aware of the lead
I want to see
draw.
Alabama
I think
versus
we'll
Ohio
see some
State again.
quarterback Counter, some
Ooh,
quarterback
that'd be a
power as
good
well, because
matchup.
Ian Book has to be a factor
Dante
in the
DeGoat
run
says
game
I want to see
tonight.
the
Of course,
Alabama
the
versus
biggest
Ohio
challenge
State.
for Notre Dame
Yeah,
will be
that'd
on
be a
defense.
good
They have to
matchup.
contend with one of the best offenses in the history of college football.
And, hey, David,
Heisman Trophy
David,
of the
don't
top
shoot
5
me,
vote
man,
getters on this
because,
offense,
hey,
including Mac Jones,
I
the
want, the
quarterback,
only reason why I'm
first-team
saying Ohio
All-American.
State is because
Najee
they're the
Harris,
only Big Ten
Alabama's
team.
all-time leading rusher, who can also hurt you in the passing
Big Ten
game.
needs some
And
championship
Devontae Smith, the wide
hardware.
receiver The National Player
That's
of
the
the Year by
only
the
reason why I
Associated Press,
said Ohio
trying
State.
to become the first wide receiver to win the Heisman Trophy since Desmond Howard back in 1991. That's unbelievable. 3 of the top 5 vote getters in the Heisman.
I wonder
on that offense for Alabama.
What's going to happen to
the
Boise
coaches say it's
State?
with Devontae Smith.
Yeah, and stopping him is easier said than done because he's had such a phenomenal year. He has an
Jacob.
incredible skill set. But I think the thing that separates him is his high
already
football
know.
IQ and how he studies coverage.
Do you have to mute it real quick while they go to copyright music? And yes, this hat is a Steelers hat. SEC needs to be checked. Oh, absolutely, James. So far, SEC's been not doing so well in these bowl games. JT and DT on the COVID list. Up to them and over our team. What's up, Ronald? Hey, Ronald, what's your team? Because I'm a Detroit Lions fan, a Arizona Cardinals fan, and a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Okay, you like the Ravens. Hey, that's my favorite division in all of football. Ray Lewis, one of my favorite all-time linebackers ever. On the other side of pain is glory. That was a quote by Ray Lewis. I live and die by that saying. So I got a lot of respect for the Ravens. I like I like all the teams in the AFC North. You know, but when they play my Steelers, I even got a lot of respect for the Cleveland Browns. They know my Detroit Lions pain. You know, Cincinnati's always known for their defense and run game. Baltimore, run game and defense. And same with the Steelers. Let's go, Brownies, says James. Are you streaming the playoffs? Yes. Yes, Jacob. I am streaming all 13 NFL playoff games. I'm going to be doing both of these playoff games, Alabama, Notre Dame, Clemson, Ohio State. I will be live for the National Championship on the 11th. That's the Monday, Championship Monday. I'll be live for that. I'll be live for the Super Bowl. We got a triple header on Sunday. We got Oregon, ISU tomorrow. We got ourselves some good games coming up. And, during the filler times, I'll be doing some basketball, some NBA basketball. Right now, they're taking the field, so should be here shortly.
7-0.
All right, here we go. Alabama taking the field.
In the 7-year history, the only time they missed was last year when they had an 11-2 season and basically thought that was pathetic. They have stormed back here.
All right, here we go. Notre Dame taking the field.
Trying to earn respect and prove that it is worthy of playing in these games and of its selection.
Second
to the college football
CFP
playoff.
appearance,
2
seeking
years
first
ago in this very
win.
stadium, the semifinal, they got trounced 30-3 by Clemson. Brian Kelly confident this time around it'll be different. The big reason that physicality 2 years ago, his offensive line was very young and
see the
inexperienced.
Steelers
All of
versus
those
Rams.
players
That would
now
be a
are
good matchup for the
seniors
season
and
this year.
graduate students. Captains coming.
Well,
to the
I don't
middle
think
of
it
the
would be
field.
anymore. Jared
For
Goff
COVID
is
reasons,
out.
only one captain for each side will step forward. You saw Robert Hainsey.
That's why,
it's
going to be nice to pick up the victory against the Rams this week with my Arizona Cardinals. But it's not the same. It's not the same without the starting quarterback.
One of the best players in the country out there. For
all right, here we go.
John O'Neill is the referee.
Semifinal at the Rose Bowl. My name is John O'Neill. This is Brad Hudak. We are from the Big Ten Conference. Today we're flipping a special coin On one side is the logo for the University of Alabama. On the reverse side is the logo for University of Notre Dame. When this coin comes to rest on the ground, whichever school's logo is face up, you have won the toss. Yes, sir. Notre Dame, you have won the toss.
All right, Notre Dame, and they are going to
Alabama,
receive.
which way would you kick? Turn your back that way. To start the game, Notre Dame will receive in this end zone.
Brian Kelly said he is going to be aggressive.
All right.
And he wants
Notre
the ball
Dame going to
right
open
away.
the ball game first with the ball.
When we talk
So
about
Alabama
the Rose
will
Bowl
have the
being
ball to start the second
about
half.
history.
I love Notre Dame hunchbacks. What's going on, Brandon Mumford? Hey, what's going on, Key in the building? What's up, Eric Fleming? Hey, Happy New Year's to you, Eric. All right, here we go. What's going on, Wayne? How's it going, brother? What's up, Airhand? What's going on, Tommy Jr.?
Tonight to ring in the new year. Chris Tyree back deep for
What's
the
up, Sean?
kickoff.
All right, here we
And
go.
it'll be Will Reichert.
So Alabama
it
set
off.
to kick.
Not a lot of touchbacks, only 8 all year. They trust their ability to cover kickoffs. Brian Kelly hopes one of the places his team might have an advantage today is in special teams. And we're underway. The Rose Bowl
And here
and
we
college
go.
football playoff
We're going to have a
semifinal.
return to the 5 to the 10.
Tyree, speedy
And down at the
ball comes
oh,
out.
the ball
And
comes
it's
loose.
Tommy
Recovered
Tremble.
still by Notre Dame.
Or excuse
It's
me,
gonna
it's
be
Jack
at
Kaiser,
the
they have two, number
8-yard
24.
line.
He's a linebacker. And Josh Jobe sent an early message with the big hit. Now you know why they like to cover kicks. So poor field position for.
All right, hold on a second. Let me, we got some copywritten music. There we go. Bring back up my chat. All right, we're ready to rock and roll.
30
First
and
and
4
10
all
at
time.
the 8-yard line.
This would be his
Notre
biggest win
Dame.
by far. He comes out throwing and shows that ability to escape
Gain
the
of a
pocket
couple
right
on that
away
play.
and ran ahead for
That
about a
is
4-yard
Ian Book.
gain.
Good protection there on that first down play. Ian Book had plenty of time. Nobody open. One of the things we're going to see out of Ian Book in this offense is they
He
are
has
going to change
430
personnel
rushing
with their
yards and
tight
8
end. Now,
touchdowns.
they're starting the game in what we call 11 personnel, which is one running
is
back
second and 6.
one tight
That
end.
was a
They'll
gain
play
of
2
4.
tight ends. They'll play 3 tight ends. Right now they have multiple tight ends.
Ball's
and
at the
Alabama's gonna try
12-yard
to match
line.
that personnel all night. They have 3 tight ends in the game on second down.
And the
And
handoff
here we
to
go.
Derrn Williams. Outstanding.
Williams got a
sophomore
first
running
down.
back. He tries to deliver
Got
a
it past the
stiff arm to
25
Jobe. And he
and
goes
down at the 26
with an
or
Irish
27-yard
first
line. Looks like it's going to be marked at the
ACC Rookie of the
27.
Year, Kyron Williams, as we look at today's Impact Players, brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Hey,
Well,
appreciate
Kyron
that,
Williams, one of
Keith.
those guys. He's
Happy
a real
New Year's to
tone
you
setter
as
for this
well.
offense. High emotion.
What's going on,
did not
Justin
have a great
Hong?
game
What's
against
going on,
Clemson.
Sean?
And Patrick Surtain, maybe the best cover cornerback in all of
All
college
right, here
football.
we go. Book looking,
Surtain,
gets out of trouble,
first-team All-American.
and that is incomplete.
That pass backward.
Intended for William.
Officials conferring it was intended for Kyron Williams.
Is a backward pass out of bounds. Second
Well, that's a
down.
big ruling. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play back to the 22.
All right, they're going to
Pressure.
lose
Book
yards
just
on
trying to
that.
get rid of it. I think that's clearly a backward pass. And luckily for Notre Dame, it goes out of bounds. They lose the yardage, and they cannot afford negative yardage plays against
All right,
Alabama.
here we
This is
go.
a team that has to stay on
Big
schedule.
time down
in
for the
distance-wise
Notre Dame
and on the
Fighting
scoreboard.
Irish.
There's Tommy Reese. He said he'd like to throw 10
gonna be second
passes
and
to
15.
Kyron Williams today, like Najee Harris. He's an excellent pass receiver.
And Book looking, throws
Pass
over the
too
head,
high.
almost intercepted, incomplete.
Trying to go over the middle to another one of their big targets, Javon McKinley, who's 6'2".
Yeah, that was a ball that I don't think McKinley thought it was coming to him because it was high and behind him. I think he thought it was intended for Mayer, the tight end crossing behind McKinley. And that ball very nearly
We already got
intercepted.
our first clown getting
Another thing
blocked.
to watch here in the early going. Each team playing
All right,
with a
here we
backup
go.
center.
3rd down and 5.
Both veteran offensive lines.
Against clowns can't read,
That's
they're
Zeke Correll in
illiterate.
there to start. Making just his second
As
start of
everything
the
shows
season.
on
Jared
my
Patterson
thumbnail.
out with an ankle
All right,
injury.
here we
suffered
go.
mid-year.
Book takes
Book
off
takes off
and
running
got
again.
it
And
near
ducks
the
down
30.
Near the 30, but about 7 yards
It's going to
short
be 4th
of the
down.
first down. Daniel Wright made the play for Alabama.
See, 3rd in that kind of distance is not how Notre Dame is built. Their offensive line is good. They're excellent run blockers. They're good in play action, but they have to stay ahead of the
All
chains.
right, here comes the punt on
That's a
4th
difficult
and
situation
8.
against this Alabama defense.
Smith
Notre Dame
set
very
to
concerned about punting
receive.
to Devontae Smith also.
He wants Jay Bramlett just to hang it up high.
All right, here we
And
go.
not give Smith a chance to return it.
Wow,
And
exactly
that
what
was
he did.
high and also deep.
All right, and
By
that was
Jay
fair
Bramlett.
caught.
There's a Tuscaloosa
And Matt
native. Here comes
Jones
Matt
set
Jones,
to take the
redshirt
field
junior
on
from
their first
Jacksonville,
possession.
Florida.
All right, do have to mute it for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume that game audio so you don't miss a single play.
Thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to set that bell to all for all future notifications. Thanks, you guys.
YouTube is 20 seconds to a
400
minute
yard
behind.
passing games
Nothing
in
I
school
can
history.
do.
Najee Harris
All
off
right,
a
here we
tremendous
go.
SEC title game against
And
Florida.
here's the first
They faked it to
reception.
him.
Got it for a first
Miller
down.
Forrestall, the tight end, catch and run. And a nice start for the
And
Tide.
Forrestall got the first
36-yard
down
line.
by Mac Jones.
Just such a great story when you consider Mac Jones. A lot of people thought Bryce Young, the 5-star recruit from California, was going to win the job. And Mac Jones just refused to give it up. I mean, he competed every day. He won the job, and he has
All right,
still
here we
been
go.
a great
First down and
mentor to
10.
Bryce.
He
Got
dumps it off to Harris.
Najee Harris and
And he
bulldoze
takes people
up to
with
the
him.
midfield line.
Harris.
And that's first and 10 at
McLeod finally
midfield.
got him down, but it's at midfield. He had 3 receiving touchdowns
Hey, I
in
do
that
appreciate
high-scoring
that
win in
number
the
change.
title game against the Gators on December 19th.
Yeah, he's just blossomed so much this year, becoming a more physical runner as well as the receiver out
All right,
of the
here we go.
backfield.
First
and a
down
pass
and 10.
blocker.
At midfield, Alabama with the bat or with the
Billingsley
football.
goes in motion. He's a tight end, but they play him all over. Terrific athlete.
Oh, got it
They even have him
inside the
returning kickoffs as a tight
45.
end.
Down at the
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, the defensive player of the year in the
42-yard
ACC, made the tackle.
And Sean, we talked about what does Notre Dame do to try to limit the effectiveness of
going on,
Devontae
Braxton, 2
Smith.
times?
Well, Alabama's thrown 3
up,
passes,
Bart?
none of them targeting Devontae Smith. So right now they're making Notre Dame realize, hey, if you give special attention to him, we have other guys who can make plays.
And
What's going on,
lots
Jack?
of them.
Bill Still.
And a terrific offensive line as well, but
All
they're
right, here we
without
go.
their
Second
usual
and second
starting
at the
center, first-team
42-yard
All-American
line.
Landon Dickerson.
Alabama with the football.
He's out with a knee injury, suffered
Mac
against
Jones
Florida.
gets
They
out of
blitz
trouble,
Jones. He
and that's a
spun away
first
from it and hit
down.
Forrestall. For another first
Forrestall
down
with the
to the Notre
reception
Dame
and
37-yard
moving the
line.
chains for
Well, this is the thing Tom McShay was
Alabama.
talking about in the beginning that Notre Dame wanted to try to push him off his mark and make him uncomfortable and outside the pocket. That time,
Ball
Mac
is
Jones
at
very
the
smooth in getting his shoulders around and get the ball to
37-yard
Forrestall.
line.
Taking snaps from Chris Owens, a 5th-year senior offensive lineman, a backup through most of his career. They have faith in him. He's played a lot
Here's
of
the
football.
handoff.
Here's Harris up the middle.
And Harris
And he
got a
powers
first
forward for
down.
Alabama, first down.
Gain of 11 on that play.
To the 26. There's Dickerson. watching from the sideline.
And that's the offensive line right there. Just
Oh,
their
absolutely,
ability to
Wayne.
get push and get some
Alabama's
movement.
definitely moving
and
that
Najee
ball.
just has such a good feel as
But,
a runner.
you know,
He's,
like
in
on that
my
first
opinion, he's
possession
improved
by
so much
Notre
from a
Dame,
year ago.
they weren't
When he was a
using the
third
run
rounder
more.
coming into the year.
You know,
and he's
Alabama's
clearly
mixing
the
it
number
up
one or
with
number
the
two
run
running
and the
back
pass.
and a first-round pick this year.
Jones throws deep down the sideline.
Mac
And it's broken up
Jones,
by
and
the outstanding
incomplete.
safety Kyle Hamilton. Sophomore from Atlanta.
Good coverage
first team
by Hamilton.
All-conference and a third-team All-American.
He's so rangy at 6'4", 200 pounds. He gets there, uses
That was
length
intended for
to knock the
Bolden.
ball away. Bolden was open. It was a good throw. But you see the closing ability of Kyle Hamilton.
We talk about the challenge for Notre Dame dealing with this Alabama offense. To me, Todd, the keys are Hamilton and Owusu
Allen,
They're
2020,
basically
13
hybrids. They can
AP
play all over the
All-Pro.
field. You can use them in a number of different ways and try to give the offense trouble. Quick throw. Here is Devontae Smith.
Devontae
Goodbye.
Smith got a first down,
Farewell.
and
Touchdown.
that's a touchdown. Devontae Smith. That is a 26-yard touchdown reception.
Well, this is an RPO, and Mac Jones makes the perfect read. There's only two defenders. You can count on Devontae Smith to make one guy miss. That's Clarence Lewis, the freshman cornerback. There's only one other guy. The question is, did he step out of bounds? It doesn't appear so.
And nope, and that is
But
a
that was just a
touchdown.
perfect read by Mac
Here
Jones.
comes the
Give the ball
extra
or throw
point.
it
Kick is
to
up,
Devontae.
and kick is
Will Reichert adds the
good.
extra point. So the first touch of the
7-0.
game for
Bama scoring first. What's up, Shirley Channel? What's going on, John Hammond? Yeah, if you guys can let the audio play and not spoil it, even though that, you know, my graphics spoils it already. If you can let the actual audio play itself, because I'm watching it as it's playing, so I don't see what's going on with the graphics. Okay, we got another person getting blocked. Deuces, stay looses.
Fatality. Fatality.
We've already had 2 fatalities. Are we going to go with a flawless victory?
Flawless victory.
You come into my chat, be disrespectful, you could get the Hades out. Otherwise, you will be.
Finish him.
You already know, John. You already know, brother. What's going on? J702 Rebel says, LOL, nice. Thumbs up. Appreciate that. This game will be over by halftime. Bama is overpowered. Yeah, it's looking that way. It's definitely looking that way. What's going on, Thon Staples? Who's ready for another Clemson Bama natty? That's what I have it going at. What's up, Aziz Taylor? Happy 21, everybody. Hey, appreciate that. Happy New Year's to you as well, Miguel. Jeremy says, let's go, Bama. Absolutely. Clemson going to win. Should have deferred. You know something? That's what I thought that they were going to do. I thought they were going to give the ball first to Alabama, because now they kind of messed themselves up. If they don't have a lead or score last in the half, and say Alabama scores again to end the half, they get the ball right back. So, I mean, to me, it doesn't make sense. You do kind of got to play that field of position a little bit, where Alabama is a powerhouse. So give them the ball first, do your job on defense,
Start for Alabama.
Maybe you could force a turnover or something like that.
Hopes this
and then you
kickoff
get the ball
return
to
is more
start the
pleasant
second
than the
half.
first.
Alabama has their 2 starting corners.
All right, here we go.
Return.
They've used Devontae Smith as a gunner in punt coverage
world?
this year. It's a fair catch. They'll start at the 25. Time for tonight's Capital One easiest decision.
Placed at the 25-yard line.
Well, this was an easy decision because there's only 2 defenders out here, and this guy
at the 25-yard
is the AP
line.
player
I was about to
of
say,
the year.
why did he fair
These
catch it
guys
at
are
like
out
the
of the
2 or
picture.
3-yard
so
line?
Mac Jones says, Notre Dame is defending run. I'll throw it to Devontae. He'll make one guy miss, picks up one block, and the rest is history.
Rules
and that's
in the NFL.
The math problem that Notre Dame has. If they want to double Devontae Smith, they are short.
All right, here we go.
In the run
First
game
and 10
defense.
at the 25.
Michael Mayer, the freshman, tight end, win in motion. Here's
Williams. Williams, good gain on that play.
A quality gain of about 7 on first down for Notre Dame.
Very important for Notre Dame, I mentioned, to stay on schedule. That's down in distance.
Yeah, I mean, he fair caught him. Like, why would you do that?
But they got behind so
like the
quickly
2 or 3 yard line.
in the
I thought
ACC championship
ball was
game.
going to be stopped there,
they
but I
weren't
guess
used to that.
if
They
you
don't
fair
play
catch
well
it
that
on a
way. They've
kickoff,
got to stay within striking
then
distance
it'll
of
get
this powerful
placed
Alabama
at the
team.
25. All right, here we go.
Williams,
second and 3,
yard.
gain of about a yard on that play. It's going to bring down 3rd and 2.
By Brian Branch, a freshman defensive back. They have a couple of important players in that secondary, both true freshmen.
Oh,
Brian
it's a new
Branch
rule in
and
college.
Malachi
Okay, I
Moore.
appreciate that,
Branch
John.
did a great job just beating the block of Javon McKinley. McKinley's a much bigger guy, but Branch used his quickness to get inside and make that play.
What's going on, Straight Fappin?
Notre Dame will take its time. Brian Kelly said he'll be inclined to go for it on 4th down.
Here we
more
go, 3rd down
frequently
and
than
2.
usual, knowing they have to stay on the field, keep Alabama's offense off it. They brought some pressure, didn't get to Book, and a nice
that
catch
is
on a low
down
throw
at the
by
40.
Michael Mayer,
the 39.
True freshman from Independence, Kentucky, and Coach Kelly says he's the best freshman tight end I've ever had.
Well, he's working on Josh Jobe, who's one of those corners, but Jobe gives him some cushion. It's a good read, seeing the single coverage by Ian Book and getting the first down on 3rd and short.
All right, first down, Notre Dame.
On 3rd down and 2.
Just about 8.5 to play in the first quarter.
Brian Kelly made. They've had tremendous tight ends, and he had some at Cincinnati
Here comes
as well.
Williams. Great second effort. Got it down
46.
at the 46.
They'll give him forward progress and another good first down gain of 7.
Brian Kelly said the difference in our team now is we can enter
win
the C gap
football
and have
games
success.
and
This is a run that goes into the C
Run that
gap.
football, stop that run, play sound defense
area,
and
they get
disciplined
good
football.
push, they get good kick-out blocks by those tight ends, and a good game.
Here's Williams again.
Williams in trouble.
And he's
trying
in
to turn the corner, and he
trouble.
cannot get away
Losing
from Jordan
yards.
Battle. Patrick
Down at the
Surtain came to his
41-yard
aid as
line.
well. Pete Golding, the defensive coordinator, gets a big play.
That was a decision by Kyron Williams to bounce outside. This play is supposed to go inside. Williams tries to go out, and Jordan Battle makes a nice play in the open field.
We talk about Notre Dame's belief.
What's
It's
going
more
on, Nish
physical.
TV?
They can
on,
match
Eric?
up. They got shoved around a bit on that play, but that's just one round. 3rd down and 7.
All right, here comes Book again.
Excellent offensive
3rd down
line.
and 7.
Liam Eichenberg, the big left tackle, won the Jacobs Trophy as the best offensive lineman in the ACC.
And he's going to take
One
off.
of those design runs for
Gain
Book.
of
They
only
get
a
nowhere near
couple.
the first down. Christian
That's
Barmore,
4th
defensive
down.
lineman, tripped him up.
Okay, 3rd and long.
I was interested to see
You're
if they were
gonna
going to
try to
go.
do a
We talked to
quarterback
Brian
sneak.
Kelly, and he said, a lot of times I go with the analytics and what they say, and every once in a while I'll just decide that I don't want to do it.
I don't know about
want to
that
be
one.
aggressive. But he said in this game specifically,
5,
we
here comes
have
the
got
punt.
to extend drives. And I'm surprised he's not going for it here.
I think in his own territory with 5 yards to gain, a bit too much. Jay Bramlett, the punter, is a Tuscaloosa, Alabama native. That hit might have hit somebody in crimson. The Notre Dame people think so.
And
But
let's
regardless,
see.
it's going to be
Alabama
down at the
football
1-yard
at
line.
the 1.
Yeah,
The players looking up at the scoreboard to see if it touched somebody, and now the officials are talking about that.
That punt is about to be the only good thing
regardless
to come
of
out
who
of that
touched,
drive
it was
for
smart
Notre
by
Dame.
Notre Dame to cover the football. It could have been a Notre Dame
Yes,
player
down at
hit.
the 1 yard line.
Could have been Alabama or nobody, but it still is smart.
Wow.
There's 2 Alabama players right there. The question is, did it hit Bolden or Josh Jobe? Either one of them probably shouldn't have been in that area anyway if you're Alabama.
Well, we'll take a look at that as we go to a break. Tom Herbert is the...
All right, do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume that game audio so you don't miss a single play. They are about to review that punt. If it was touched by Alabama, then it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1. If it was not, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 1. What's up, Damian? What's up, Haz? How's everybody doing? Appreciate the 486 in the building. We are 30 subscribers away from 9,600, closing in on 10K. Hopefully we can get there today. What's going on, Quinsoy? Alabama too good? Absolutely. Hey, what's going on, the Ghost of Judah tribe? Hey, Ghost. Hey, brother. We don't talk politics, brother, but hey, I know you a Chicago Bears fan, so you control us Lions. Hey. Ghost of Judah. Hey, Ghost of Judah tribe. Hakuna Matata. Our Lions suck every year. Hakuna Matata. Our off-season starts our regular season. Seems like it's every single year. Hey, what's going on? The coach plays. It doesn't matter, Has. I'm not going to be able to please everybody. So, yeah, dislikes, that don't bother me, brother. It's still an interaction. So, hey, still helps my stream. Appreciate it. I'm not used to Pat sucking. Yeah, I mean, keep your head up, Patriots, because you know what? You guys are going to go through a rebuild, but then guess what? At the end of the day, you guys are going to be right back there with it because, you know, you got the one key piece in the rebuild, and that's Bill Belichick.
In this stream, we will not be showing the game due to copyright reasons. We do live reactions, game audio, and play-by-play. Thank you. With that being said, sit back and relax and rock with your boy. Thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to set that bell to all for all future notifications. Thanks, you guys.
Nearly a disaster
All right,
here
we
for
go.
the Crimson Tide, but after a replay review, it was deemed that ball didn't strike anybody. Hard to believe it missed 4 players between the two teams.
That is crazy. All right, so the ball's actually going to be placed at the 3-yard line.
Trusts his quarterback to take a shot.
It's going to be first down and 10. And that's Harris. And oh my goodness, Harris gets loose. Got it down to the 18-yard line.
First down. We should also mention they did respot the ball from the 1 to the 3, where the Irish first touched it. Nonetheless, a 51-yard punt by Bramlett, followed by this 15-yard gain.
Really nice job blocking by Miller Forrestall, the tight end on the end of the line, and Devontae
I'll tell you
Smith,
what, anybody in the NFL looking for a running back, don't look no further.
The problem with defending this team, if you commit extra bodies to the run and Najee Harris, that leaves you in too many one-on-ones against Devontae Smith.
Finalist for the Doak Walker Award.
We'll go to the pistol now with Harris, the running back.
Here's the play
Jones
action. Matt Jones
and faking,
completing. And that is a yard short of a first down.
Second catch. This one good for 9. Nick McLeod there for
What's
Notre Dame.
going on, Blaze Radio?
That's what makes him special. The
Happy New Year,
ability
brother.
to sink his hips, get in and out of breaks, and come back and make the catch. He reminds me so much of Marvin Harrison, the way he played.
There's Harrison, a Pro Football Hall of Famer. Here's Slade Bolden.
And Slade Bolden got the first down at the
wide receiver
35.
spot after they lost Jalen Waddle.
Hey,
In
Drum
mid-season to a
Monkey, what's
fractured
going
ankle
on, brother?
Against Tennessee, Waddle
What's up, Pamela?
lightning quick. Bolden more of a possession-type receiver, but he's an important player, too.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's filled in that gap of a possession slot receiver. There's Jalen Waddle. I mean, he was just as dynamic as you get in college football.
Waddle working his way back.
All right,
it
here we
seems
go.
like he might
That's
be
another
available for the
handoff.
national championship
Najee
game.
Harris. Whoa! Najee Harris to the 40, 30, 20, 15, and out of bounds.
Territory.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a man of 6'2", 230, who went up and
What
over
a
hit McLeod.
play. Hurdled
That's just unbelievable.
over Notre Dame.
First of all, it looked like he was going to lose yardage on the play. He bounces it outside and then instinctively goes right over McLeod and turns it into a huge run.
Holy Toledo.
You saw the graphic. He's one of 3 finalists for the Doak Walker Award as the best running back
Like I said,
in the country.
if you
can go
need
ahead
a
and
running
give him
back in the
that
National
one right
Football
now.
League, look no
offense
further
to
than
Travis
Najee
Etienne
Harris.
and Breece Hall, the other finalists. Play fake by Jones. Has a man
And
wide
Jones,
open.
and
Jaleel
that's a
Billingsley,
touchdown,
touchdown.
Alabama.
Again, Devontae Smith is going to draw double coverage back here. Here's
Alabama.
Billingsley. He's going to cross to the other side of the
13-0.
field, and he's going to be wide open. Play action. Where's Devontae? We got him covered. Uh-oh, nobody on Billingsley, who has really become a go-to guy in this offense, another explosive weapon in this Alabama pass
Billingsley
offense.
with that touchdown
He
reception.
had 12 catches for the season entering today, but 11 of them in the last 5 games. As he's gotten more comfortable.
So
they've
analysts
gotten
are talking
more
about the
comfortable
Steelers
playing
taking
him.
Mac Jones.
His
The
third
kick was up
touchdown of
and
his
good.
sophomore
It is
season.
14-0. But I tell you one place that Najee Harris would play well in. If he goes to Miami, watch out for Miami. I think that's one of their missing pieces is with the Dolphins is a good run game. You think Mac is a Steelers-style quarterback, Trucks? He's going to need a couple years to develop. But I think with Big Ben, I think he could. Real talk, you know who would be a good fit for the Steelers? And this is a guy I actually want the Lions to draft. That is no other than Peyton and Eli Manning's cousin, Arch Manning. What's going on, Snake Durant? Go. Because they can't show the actual footage. So when they show the footage, then that's what gets them shut down. Whoever gets Micah Parsons will get a beast. Oh, that is facts. That is all hashtag facts. What's going on, Pork Rinds? Alabama is about to blow the doors off Notre Dame. Yes. Yes, absolutely, David. Trox Arch is Eli and Peyton's nephew. My bad. I said, what did I say? Cousin or something like that? But yes, that's his nephew, son of their older brother. Najee to the Jets. Najee to the Jets could happen. I just think he'll fit better because I don't think the Jets will take a running back. They have way too many other needs. They need offensive line bad because it doesn't matter who they have at quarterback. No quarterback can withstand that horrible offensive line. And they also need a defense, too.
Usual for Mac Jones.
So I think the Jets are going to go in the trenches with their first
97
pick.
yards and 2 touchdowns.
With the second
He's
overall
the most
pick.
accurate passer in the country. Came in completing.
But usually you don't
nearly
see a whole lot
of his passes.
like top 10 running backs getting taken.
20 yards or more
unless
down
you're
the field.
a Saquon Barkley
talented offensive line certainly helps. Gives receivers time to get open.
Ezekiel Elliott type of running back.
Often. He has weapons everywhere you look. Chris Tyree, another fair catch.
There's a fair catch.
Notre
Ball's going to
Dame
be placed at the
desperately
25.
needs to put a drive together on the ropes early. When we're done here, the second.
All right, do have to mute it for copyrighted music. We got Clemson, Ohio State. I will be live for that game next. This stream will redirect you straight into that stream. Tomorrow will be Oregon ISU, and then we got the triple header, Steelers, Browns, Cardinals, Rams, Washington football team at the Eagles.
Positive for COVID.
All right, here we go. First down
Here
and
comes
10 at the 25.
The Ian Book gave
Here's
it to
Williams.
Chris Tyree, who's ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's Tyree.
Tripped up by the tremendous freshman Will
Tyree
Anderson.
gain of a couple.
Anderson has had such a great year, and
yeah,
when you talk to the
absolutely,
coach,
Drum
what
Monkey.
makes
And
him
plus,
special,
a lot of teams
he
go
loves
running back
football,
by
he
committee.
loves to study. He's at a point now in the season where he understands what the calls are, and now he's focusing more on his
like
personal
who would have thought
technique.
that
he's been an outstanding pass rusher and plays with a really high motor. Just a
that
great
Clyde
future
Edwards-Helaire would have been
Alabama.
the 30th
Out of
overall
Hampton,
pick.
Georgia. 2nd and 7. They stick with Tyree, true freshman running back.
All right, here we go.
Book trying to set up a screen.
And got it to Tyree.
Lots of
Here's a
running room
great
and
game
blockers
to
for
the 50,
Tyree.
45, 40,
And
down
they're
at
gonna
the
mark him out of
35.
bounds, back at the 45-yard line.
All right, they're going to mark him down at the 45.
But the best play so far for the Irish, it goes for 27.
Very, very well conceived. They get the guard
Welcome
and
to the
center
game,
out
Notre
in front.
Dame.
Alabama
Finally a
completely
bigger play.
Caught out of position. And Tyree gets a nice play. And Sean, as we were talking in the break, this is an important, this has to be a touchdown drive for Notre Dame. They have to stay in striking distance of this explosive Alabama offense.
All right, here we go. First down and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Tommy Tremble, one of their tight ends, the motion man.
And he gained a
They
couple
stick
on that
with
play.
Tyree. He's to the 42, a pickup of 3.
2:50 to play in the first quarter.
And Notre Dame has got 13 personnel in the game, which is 3 tight ends and 1 running back. They don't just run out of that formation
going on,
because those
16
tight
clap?
ends are all athletic guys. They can throw the football out of this formation. That's what
All
gives
right, here we
them
go. Second down and
versatility.
7.
Pete Golding said when they
Ball's
do that,
at
we're
the
going to go to our
42-yard
hippo
line.
package. They usually play with 3 down linemen, but they send Tim Smith, number 50, in as their 4th.
Charge timeout, Notre Dame.
They'll basically play with 4 down linemen, 4
All right, Notre Dame with
linebackers,
their
and
first
3
charge
defensive
timeout.
backs. When the Irish
So they're
go
left
to
with 2.
3
Alabama
tight
still
ends.
has all 3. Just under 2.5 to play. 14-0. Alabama with the lead. Notre Dame with the ball at the 42-yard line. On the upside, running back committee helps show off some rookies or second-year running back strengths. Oh, absolutely. What's going on, Craig Z, Guitar Dude? I would love to see Notre Dame upset Bama. Eduardo says, keep dreaming. I love to see Alabama demolishing Notre Dame. New Justin Bieber song is jamming. Isaiah Field says, Craig, in other words, of Aerosmith, dream on, dream on. What's going on, Vikings? Sub Aiden Carter says Notre Dame will destroy Bama in the second half. Tyler says, Carter, stop it. Purple Squirrel, what's going on? Notre Dame doesn't belong. Pamela's over there laughing. I live 4 college footballs. I'm sick of Alabama every year. Hey, you know, this is my thoughts on that. If you don't like Alabama every year, stop Alabama every year. You know, it's the same thing about like when teams run up a scoreboard. If you don't like a team running up the scoreboard, stop them on defense. What's going on, Joe? What's going on, Hadi Jabali? What's up, Lee Tilton? Notre Dame never belongs. Hey, happy 2021 to you as well, Papa Mikey. What's up, Joe? What's up, Venfo? Lonesome, what's up? The Pinnacle, how's it going? Lowell says Notre Dame got to win, got money on this game. What's going on, Clutch? Patrick Harris says Dame is dang and out of their league. What's going on, Mia Amor? This is on ESPN, so that is what channel it's on. What's up, Connor?
Field for the first time.
All right, here we go. Ball's at the 42-yard line.
Ian Book looking at 2nd down and 7 with Chris Tyree still the running back and Avery Davis, the slot receiver, the motion man.
All right, here we go. That's Tyree. Gains a couple on that play.
Across the 40. And here comes another 3rd down. I think, Todd, this is an
What's
area
up,
where
Trent?
if they don't get it, Brian Kelly will go for it on 4th down unless they lose significant yardage.
Absolutely, and this is staying on schedule. Unlike the last possession,
we got a little over 2 minutes to play. 3rd down and 3.
And gave him 3rd and long, and the quarterback run came up short. Now they're in a
2 minutes
position
left in the first.
They can attack this 3rd down play and come back with a 4th down play. And Brian Kelly said, my call sheet for 4th down for this game is longer than any game that we've ever had.
All right, here we
So
go.
He's prepared for that.
Ball is at the 38-yard line.
They average nearly 34 minutes of possession per game. Tyree,
and let's see where they mark
he has
it.
The first down.
Looks like he has the 1st down.
To the 35-yard line, and it is.
First down, Notre Dame.
Fighting Irish.
That's an example of how this team matches up a little bit better with Alabama. They run over their left guard, Aaron Banks. Zeke Correll, the center in there, and they get good push for the 1st down.
What's up, King Donnie?
Now let's see if Tommy Rees has a little play action and try to get a chunk play against this Alabama defense thinking run.
They've used Correll and Josh Lugg at center since Jared Patterson went down midseason.
Avery Davis is the guy that I think can make
here we
something
go.
happen.
1st down and 10 at the 35.
Here's pressure
and
on
Book is
It's
in
Jordan
trouble.
Battle on the
Launches
safety
it out of
blitz, and Book
bounds.
throws it away.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
No foul for intentional grounding. The passer was out of the pocket, and the ball crossed the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Here's Battle. He's coming here. Now they're bringing the backside guard to pick this up, but Aaron Banks is just a little bit late getting there, and Battle is able to force Ian Book out of the pocket. And Ian does the smart thing, getting rid of the football.
As Aaron Banks, the outstanding guard, 1st team consensus
All right,
All-American, number 69, trying to help.
Book, delay handoff. That's Williams. Oh, Williams. Good gain.
Nearly gets the 1st down. Chopped down
and
by
he's going to be
Helm,
a yard short of the 1st down.
3rd and less than a yard here for Notre Dame in the final minute of the 1st quarter.
3rd and inches.
This play did not look like it was going to end well at all. The timing was all messed up, but Kyron Williams showing some nifty footwork in the hole. Gets the 1st down.
Christian Harris didn't get him down.
That's a 1st down.
Left, and Williams
down just short of the 20-yard line.
Christian Harris dragged him down to the 20.
Sean, you mentioned when
Notre Dame's finally in the red zone.
In 2018,
that should do it for the
Clemson.
1st quarter.
4 of these offensive linemen started the game as sophomores. They're seniors
got
now.
20 seconds left, and they're headed off the field. Yep, that will do it for the 1st quarter.
Just opened up a beautiful hole on that play.
That's the left side of the offensive line.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Tommy Kramer, the right guard, 1st
so
team
far, this
all-conference.
drive has taken 8 plays,
Right
55 yards, in 3 minutes and 47
games.
seconds. All right, that does it for the first. So Notre Dame opened this ball game with the football. Alabama will have the ball to start the third quarter. We're at the end of 14-0 with Notre Dame in the red zone. I think Steelers should take Harris. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Hey, Grid, hopefully, God willing, we are 420 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers. Can we hit there today and start this New Year's off on a good foot? Notre Dame is dominating the time of possession. Julio whooped my high school back in 2005. We never won games anyways. Hey, that's kind of crazy, though, the Pinnacle. What's up, Berta? Says Notre Dame's going to win this game regardless. Cleveland Besser, what's going on? Says Atlanta needs to take Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Notre Dame sucks, says the rapper E-Man. Michael Parker says Roll Tide. Notre Dame overrated. Quinn and Soy. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, what's going on here? All right, hold on a second. Have some technical difficulties. All right, hold on one quick second.
Tremble and Mayer, the tight
here we
ends,
go.
shifted to the left. Williams trying to escape outside, and Josh
And
drove another
only a
good
gain of a
tackle.
couple on that play.
Junior from Miami. First-year starter at cornerback for Alabama.
Kyron Williams is running hard.
What's up, Cruel Intentions?
He and Tommy Tremble are the trendsetters, the tone setters for this offense with
What's up,
their
Lazy
energy,
Thumbs?
with their passion. He is running hard. Held
Kelly
to
Gardner,
50
what's
some
going
yards
on?
against Clemson a week ago.
Adana.
He's off to a pretty good start
What's going
against
on?
this Alabama defense.
He's a redshirt freshman.
All right, here we
Played
go.
4
Third
games
down
last
and
year,
2.
redshirted. Got much slimmer
And we got a
stronger.
first
And
down.
he carries on 3rd and
Down
2
at the
for
9.
first down. Well, this is what Brian Kelly had in mind. A methodical, time-consuming drive, and you can see the physicality of the offensive line on this possession.
We're seeing that, and then the other reason you want to have a drive like this is you have to limit the opportunities that Alabama gets on offense, because as
All right,
good
here
as
we go.
Notre Dame's
First
defense
down
has been
and
all
goal
year,
at the
they don't
9-yard
match
line.
up well with the perimeter with this Alabama team.
Well, the cornerbacks are certainly the weakness of the Notre Dame defense, and that's a big problem when you play Alabama. Devontae Smith.
And here's a
others.
handoff. No gain
And the
on that
3 tight
play.
ends in there again.
Going to bring up
Kyron
2nd and
Williams
goal
chopped
at
down
the
for no gain
9.
by
Chris
Christian
Harris with the tackle.
Sophomore from Baton Rouge. There's their 2nd leading tackler for the year, Will linebacker. And Tremble
Tommy Scott, a.k.a. Outlaw 41 in the house. What's going on, Tommy Scott?
Very important blocker in the run game.
Yeah, he's an outstanding
Michael
blocker.
Parker says,
I mean, you usually
Ohio
find
versus
the
Bama in
ball
the finals.
when you find him in the running plays. Tommy Reese wanted to use him more in the passing game tonight, but he's being helped to the bench.
All right, there was an injured player.
13th play of the drive. They've had it for more than 6 minutes.
And that's Harris.
Williams.
I'm sorry, Williams.
You don't get away
Williams
very often from
helmet
this solid
came off, so he does have to sit out one play.
Moses and DeMarco Helms.
See, this is a matchup that favors them. This is Dylan Moses. Now, Moses is actually going to get away with a penalty here. He reaches and grabs, which he does a lot.
Big time down right here.
That's a penalty.
Third down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Him a first down with the penalty.
Williams does have to sit out one play as his helmet came off.
Maybe 10 catches in this game for him.
Tyree is in the ball game at running back.
Third down and goal.
And we got an empty backfield and called a timeout.
Charge timeout. Notre Dame, this is their second.
Oh my goodness.
Might as well use it. This is a very
Notre
big
Dame
play
now has
in the
one
quarter.
timeout. Alabama still has all three.
Alabama leading.
We still have
12:04
12:04 to play till half.
Are knocking on the door.
All right, do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. You are correct. About Bama having 3 people going for the Heisman Trophy. What's up, Liston? What's going on, Ryan Elliott? Hey, wait. Hey, okay. Shout out to Wonder Woman. Gail, get it. All right, all right. Why are they wasting time? Hey, you know, there's a fine line between silly and stupid. And King Donnie, them wasting 2 timeouts, and there's still 12:04 to play. That's on the stupid side. I don't know what's going on with that one.
In this stream, we will not be showing the game due to copyright reasons. We do live reactions, game audio, and play-by-play. Thank you. With that being said, sit back and relax and rock with your boy.
Hey, absolutely. Shout out to the little MVP.
Thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to set that bell to all for all future notifications. Thanks, you guys.
Shout out to the little MVP. She wanted to be a part of Dad's streams, so I let my daughter record a couple audio tracks. 63-28 Alabama, says the rapper E-Man. Important timeout here. Don't know of the other one. Yeah, this one was a warranted timeout. Play clock was running down, so you got to take the timeout. But that first one, it was just like, I would have a couple plays, you know, like, look, if this one's not there, quickly, here's another one. And if that's not there, quickly go to this one. But you got 40 seconds to get the thing and get it right. What's up, Jeff Larson? But yeah, this one was a warranted one. So they should have 2 timeouts, but now they only got 1. And Alabama still has all 3 timeouts.
Now had to be helped off the field.
Because Notre Dame called a timeout.
All right, that is Tremble. Tremble is going to the medical tent.
He has to adjust now.
Looking at his ankle. Looks like it's a bad ankle injury.
They have 5
Third down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Some of the backups not as talented as Tremble.
And Book's going to run it. And Book got it for a touchdown. What?
Irish fans and players thought it was a touchdown.
Wait.
Sean, I think he got in.
Oh, they got to challenge that.
I mean, we'll take a look, and I'm sure they'll take a look.
Refs, you got one job. Oh, wait.
The butt is down.
No, that's going to be short. His butt got down first. And he was literally this close.
They're lined up like they want to go.
So, yes.
That ruling is under further review.
Now, the official.
All right, they're going to review it.
Marked it. Was from the near side. You see him running into the shot there, the AT&T 5G pylon.
All right,
cam.
if it's not good, which I don't think it will be, it's going to be 4th and inches.
Based on where he saw Book hit the ground.
Oh, yeah, Papa, you got to go for it on that one.
See, the ball's in his.
If it's short, you got to go for it.
By the shoulder, he's carrying it with both hands.
And if I'm Notre Dame, I'm running it straight up the gut
was hitting the ground, but it was ruled down,
getting everybody in front. Get everybody in front, push them guys out the way, and let me get that, just them inches.
Doesn't look like his backside is on the ground yet.
Yeah, it is.
So that's
and
close.
It's still,
and again,
it's still short.
The front part of the plane to the goal line.
Let's bring in our rules expert, Matt Austin. Matt, what do you think? Ruling on the field, no touchdown. You see anything to change it?
If he would have held it like this, that would have been a touchdown. But he held it down low like this, and that's
a touchdown before his bottom hits the ground. From this view, you can't tell. From the other side, it was a little fuzzy. And if it's not definitive, the call's going to stand.
And they were already going to go for it on 4th down. Yep. Brian Kelly said he would. He knows they need to score touchdowns.
If it's 4th down, it's less than a yard. Ian Book is not the biggest guy if you go quarterback sneak.
All right.
Kyron Williams is your go-to back.
The ruling on the field of the runner down short of the goal line stands. 4th down.
All right, 4th down, Notre Dame.
The replay official, that seems like the right verdict. So now, if you're Brian Kelly, you say to your team, okay, we keep saying we're more physical.
Yep.
Here's the chance to prove it.
And remember now, Notre Dame playing with 4 veteran linemen.
All right, here we go. 4th down and goal.
It's not Jarrett Patterson, who was their starting center.
The best
for most
drive
of the
Notre Dame has shown all game so far.
4th and goal. Magnificent drive. Will it yield?
And that's a touchdown.
Kyron Williams slides into the end zone for a Notre Dame touchdown.
Really good push up front. The left guard.
And Notre Dame, Williams scores the rushing touchdown.
And they win the battle right here. There's that physicality that Brian Kelly was hoping to see. And it pays off on a 4th and goal touchdown for Notre Dame.
Kyron Williams, his 13th rushing touchdown of the season, leads all freshmen nationally in that category. He was one of the 10 semifinalists for the Doak Walker Award.
He
puts a good tape next year.
Has more yards in this game than he had last week against Clemson.
He's
in
definitely going to be in the top 3
so,
rounds.
Little chip on his shoulder coming into the ball game tonight.
All right, kick is up, kick is good. It's a 7-point game, 14-7, 11-16 to play in the half.
15 plays to go, the 75 yards. And they've
Kyron Williams with the rushing touchdown. Hey, appreciate that. Goes to Judah Tribe. How's it going, brother? With the $2 super chat says First Cousins, Alabama. First Cousins equals Alabama wives. Bama bumpkins. Go Irish. Hey, appreciate that. Goes to Judah Tribe. Okay, now we got a game. Absolutely, Aziz Taylor. Retired American living in Philippines. Cannot find the game. Live here. Help. Hey, appreciate that, Michael Lennon. Appreciate all your hard work. Shout out to the Philippines as well.
The term that he used when
all
he
right,
talked
here
to us
we
a couple
go.
times
Here
this
comes
year
the ensuing kick.
Those margins. He actually felt the margins were closer when they lost to
Judah
Clemson.
Tribe says go Irish.
And really, that game started out differently than the scoreboard ended up indicating.
Who is 93 from the Lions? That is Deshaun Hand.
The confidence of this Notre Dame football team.
It is Jaleel
Alabama
Billingsley,
Crimson
a
Tide.
tight end, back for the kickoff from Jonathan Derrn. And he stumbles down near the 15. Here's Allison Williams.
Hey there. Sean, when Notre Dame's defense came off the field, which seems like about 2 hours ago, Coach Kelly spent a lot of time with his safety, Kyle Hamilton, and breaking down what he saw. And then he just the entire secondary, and he tried to simplify what they were seeing from Alabama. He told his guys, look, we've gone over this. It's not that complicated. You need to just go out there, settle down, and do your job. And they are pleased with the physicality up front. That was such a major storyline coming into the game.
Cody.
And the coaches told the defensive
I didn't
line,
hear
look,
that
the ball's
news.
getting out on the
Appreciate
perimeter,
that.
but keep your eyes up and stay physical.
A long time.
All right, here we go. First down and
for Mac
10.
Jones and the Tide offense. Last time they're on the field, they went a long way in a short amount of time. 97 yards in 5 plays. Jones.
All right, Mac Jones.
Not much of a runner, but he went ahead for 5.
Got it to the 21-yard line.
Drive last time out. Second longest in Rose Bowl game history. Washington State went 99 in a loss to Michigan. And our pal Brian Greasy.
What's up, Melba?
In 1998.
Ringer says Roll Tide.
Big part of that drive was the 53-yard play by Najee Harris. Longest run of his
All
career.
right, and that is a first
John
down.
Mechie, the receiver.
Looks like that's McLeod.
There's Steve Sarkisian, the offensive coordinator, and winner of the Frank Broyles Award this year is the top assistant coach in the country. He called for quick tempo there and a sneak ahead for a first down.
He's had a brilliant year, and Nick Saban has so much confidence in him. Says he's a great play caller. The other thing he said to us yesterday, he says he always has answers.
All right,
for
here
our
we go.
players.
First down
Anything
and
that
10.
There's an issue, a question about why we're doing this, why we're calling this play. He has answers for the players, and they love him.
All right, here we go at the 27-yard line.
Irish showing
Mac Jones.
blitz. They brought pressure.
That's Harris.
Jones threw away from it. To
And that's
Devontae
a first
Smith,
down.
who's
I'm
taken
sorry,
out
that
of
was
bounds
Smith.
Across midfield by the 6th-year senior Sean Crawford.
Now, you wonder
Jeez Louise,
where
6th-year
Devontae Smith
senior?
improved from last year to this year. He will tell you that some of the new emphasis in their strength
So he's
and
going to be a
conditioning,
career
that initial
college
burst,
football player.
He is quicker in his first couple steps than he's ever been in his career.
24
All right, here we go. First down and 10 at the 49-yard line in Notre Dame territory. Najee Harris in motion.
Mac Jones sees weapons
Mac
everywhere
Jones.
he looks.
Oh,
And
he
how about
caught
that
it.
catch
That's
by
a
Jaleel
first
Billingsley?
down.
Looked like Crawford had
Billings.
excellent coverage, and somehow the tight end came down with it.
Yeah, that's just a ridiculous catch. Crawford is there, probably getting away with interference, and somehow
What's up, Gustavo? What's going on,
Billingsley
MK?
still makes the catch.
Ted,
And
how's
he's
it going,
listed
Mike?
as a tight
What's up?
end, Sean, but at 6'4", 230, and with the speed he has, he's just a big receiver.
Billingsley, man,
His
that was
skill.
a great catch.
Just what they needed, another weapon over the second half
All
of
right,
this
ball
season.
is at the 34-yard
Fake to
line.
Najee
Got a
Harris,
first
and a
down.
quick
That's
strike to
Devontae
Devontae
Smith.
Smith.
And
And
Smith.
he is
Let's see. That's
in
a
for a
touchdown. That's his second.
And he is slow to get up.
And
Again, it's
Devontae
RPO,
Smith
which means
is
there's a run play call.
sore.
And Mac
holding
Jones
his
is
lower
reading
back.
and counting numbers, and Notre Dame had more
He said, "Get up,
numbers
man.
committed
We need
to
you."
stop the run." And he just raises up and throws the quick slant to Devontae Smith.
Looks like it's a little stinger he got.
It's doomed if you do, doomed if you don't, if you're Notre Dame. I mean, how do you defend an offense this explosive and a quarterback who's smart enough to recognize what you're trying to take away?
All right, Devontae Smith is getting
Seems to be
checked
all
out
right
by
now
the
as he
medical
walks
team.
Along their sideline.
That is his
4
second
catches
touchdown
for
of this
93
ball
yards
game.
and 2 touchdowns. That was a 34-yard score.
Kick is up.
Will
Kick
Reichert
is
adds the extra point.
good. And it's 21 to
Guy is
7. Back up by
impossible to
14.
single cover.
Alabama.
You just
8:49 to play. Do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio so you don't miss a single play.
Thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to set that bell to all for all future notifications. Thanks, you guys.
Lazy Thumb says, too many athletes, too well coached. We got 10 more subs until 9.6. I do appreciate the number change. Appreciate all of you guys that are in the building. You guys are truly amazing. Sean says, I love this broadcast. Hey, appreciate that. Yeah, we do this all year long. We do the NFL. We do college football. We do NBA basketball, college basketball. We'll be live for Clemson, Ohio State. Later on today. This stream will redirect you straight into that. And then we got Oregon ISU tomorrow. Sunday, we got the Steelers and the Browns. Cardinals at the Rams. Washington at Philly. So we got some good games ahead of us. I will be live for the national title game on the 11th. I will be live for all 13 playoff games, including the Super Bowl. Hey, appreciate that, J702 Rebel. Hey, appreciate that, Straight Fappin'. Hope his back is trashed. Hey, I don't wish injuries to nobody. Even your Chicago Bears, Ghost of Judah Tribe, I don't even wish injuries to them. Like, I don't wish injuries to nobody. I hate injuries. Hey, appreciate that, Tyler Reynolds. Welcome to the family. What's up, Claire? 700 people watching, only 146 likes. Got to run that number up. Absolutely. Run it like Najee Harris. Notre Dame getting thrashed. I'm a Bengals fan, and we ruined Joe Burrow. No, you guys didn't. It's still way too early in his career. You know, this injury actually is a blessing in disguise. You guys can actually start, putting a team around him and, getting that defense back to what it once was, getting, some offensive linemen to protect him, things of that nature. And you guys will be right back in it. You trust and believe. Having Joe Burrow, you guys are going to be loving life. And you heard it here first when it happens. And if it doesn't happen, you heard it here first, so you know who to yell at. Hey, that's one thing I do, and that's I take accountability. If I say something, I own up to it.
Beautiful.
All right, here we
go on the field here in Arlington, Texas, where Alabama's had it 3 times. They've scored 3 times. They're averaging 14 yards per play.
I'll be surprised if Smith doesn't have COVID-19 related back.
Like it was a lower back
related
concern
back sprain.
When he slammed to the ground after his second touchdown, he's now.
All right, here we go.
And Will Riker
There's a
kicks
fair
it.
catch. Ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line.
Catch.
Well, it's almost unfair to defend these. They're going to pull the guard and the tight end. So this says run, right?
Bears and Packers,
and
question
that
mark.
affects these 3 linebackers. They have to respect the run. Well, as soon as that happens, then Mac Jones knows he has single coverage outside. Everybody's up for the run. They throw the touchdown, and at the end, Devontae Smith takes a hard fall, but not before he had crossed the end zone.
Hey, Ghost of Judah Tribe. The Bears are only in the playoffs if my Arizona Cardinals can't beat the Rams.
8-minute touchdown drive last time out. Can they do it again?
All right, here we go.
Quick toss to Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams, gain of a couple. Gain of about 4 on that play.
Will Anderson made the tackle. Here's Allison.
As you guys could see, it was a bit
Anyone
of a
else
back
smells the
injury for
turnover?
Devontae Smith. They're continuing to massage the lower back area, but I am told he's able to return to play.
All right, so Devontae Smith is going to be able to return.
The disconcerting thing for Brian Kelly and Notre Dame and Clark Lee, the defensive coordinator, is their defense
second
was
and
rested,
7.
right? I mean, it wasn't that
So it was
they were
actually only a gain of
gassed.
3.
They just don't have answers right now at all for Alabama's
Williams
offense. So
got it to the
Ian
30.
Book and this Notre Dame offense have got to find a way.
It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
And Brian Kelly told us we have to score points.
Correction, got it to the 31-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 4.
It's threatening to become a track meet.
Will Anderson, a nice tackle to stop Kyron Williams for a 2-yard pickup. A lot of coaches say that time of possession is overrated.
Hey, Isaiah Fields, that was
Alabama
okay. Said
certainly
Devontae
making it
Smith
look like
equals a
it's not all
faker.
that important right now.
That was okay. Hey, absolutely, Tommy Jr.
Identity. I mean,
Hashtag Red Seat, let's go.
It's worked very well for them. 10-1, only
They're
loss
down
in
in
the
4.
ACC championship
Got to
game.
complete. That's
There's
to their
George
tight end at the
Takis, the backup
40.
tight
That's
end,
a
getting
first
More time
down.
here without Tommy Tremble in the game. That's
What's up,
just
Dominic
the third
Bullock?
catch of the season for the
Side
junior
truck, sorry
from
I'm late.
Naples, Florida.
I was busy.
Just
Hey,
his fifth
appreciate you
career
coming
catch.
out.
Nice job reading the coverage by Ian Book, and really nice job by Kyron Williams, also picking up the blitz. There's Tremble putting his
All right,
helmet on,
Tremble.
but he is definitely hobbling, and such a valuable
It looks like he
part
is
of
done
this
for the day.
offense.
He is
Run it
hobbling.
back.
He did put his helmet back on, but it looks like he is
Play to
crying.
Takis,
His
good for
eyes are
10.
bloodshot red. He is hurt.
They
Here
empty
we
the
go.
backfield.
Book got it to Williams.
Kyron
Williams.
takes the swing pass.
Gain of a yard on that play.
Boy, they're great tacklers, aren't they? As a team, Dylan Moses, the tackle.
It's going to be second down and 9.
Just a 1-yard gain.
I still think this is a matchup, even though Moses wins it this time. I think this is a matchup in the passing game that Notre Dame has to try to exploit. If they can get Kyron Williams matched up inside, running option routes or angle routes against Dylan Moses, I think Kyron Williams wins most of those battles.
All right, here we go. Second down
Notre
and
Dame
9.
coaches said they wanted Williams to have
At the 42-yard
10
line.
catches. He has
Got to
4
get it to
already,
the
but just
49
14
of
yards.
Alabama. That's only
They're
a
trying
gain
on
of
the
1.
run.
It's going to be
Taken
third
by
down
Christian
and 8.
Barmore has come back from a knee injury in the preseason.
Yes,
to have a
Devontae did get
terrific
hurt.
year,
He
third
is
team
able to
AP
return
All-American.
when need be.
Barmore, earlier in his career, he's always been a dynamic pass rusher, but he tried to kind of rush the passer on every play.
Hey, I know that happens to me
made
all
it
the time,
difficult for him to
Isaiah.
play on first and second down. He's become a much more solid defensive lineman against the run.
Under is a good
That's
bet.
led to
Yeah,
his
I think
season
so.
this year.
Unless it's, 63 to 14 or 63
Third down and
21
8.
or something like that.
Again, they spread the field with 5 receivers.
All right, empty backfield.
Ian Book,
Book.
under duress.
And that's
completes it over the
incomplete.
middle. And then
Fourth
incomplete.
down
Came
and
out of
8.
the hands of Avery Davis. If they had caught it, it would have been short of the first down, but in the distance, about 2 yards,
Carolyn,
Brian Kelly
that
would have had a tough
probably will
decision.
not happen.
Only a 4-man rush, but a nice stunt. Watch the inside
They are shutting
stunt.
down channels
That
for
time that
showing
was
the
Christian
game.
Harris, who got right into the lap.
The
of Ian
only
Book,
way
and Avery
is
Davis not
maybe
able to come up with
YouTube
the catch.
TV.
Never actually had it.
There's a app called
Jay
YouTube
Bramlett
TV.
was a quarterback in
It's a monthly
high school in
subscription. It's like a cable provider.
And he did his
And you
job,
can do it
keeping
like
away
month
from
to month.
Devontae Smith. He took one back, 84.
All right, do have to mute the game audio for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Yeah, Jackson Harris, that's because YouTube has been shutting down the channels and ESPN has been shutting down the channels. That's why you won't see games being shown on my channel. It is for that reason. But they do have YouTube TV. It has, actually quite a lot of games, on there. I do have the sports package, and also, one of their best plans that has a lot of sports on it, and it's like $85 a month. I have that in one of the best internets, and I'm good to go. Who's Cincy? Never heard of her. Yes, Ghost of Judah Tribe. I am a Lions fan, a Cardinals fan, and a Steelers fan. Because, my Lions suck so bad that they used to black out games. And when they blacked out games, they used to show Pittsburgh Steeler games. Like Jerome Bettis and things like that. They used to show a lot. And every single championship that the Steelers have won in my lifetime, they've actually had a lot of Detroit native players. Like either born and raised from Michigan, went to other colleges, or from the University of Michigan or Michigan State. Hey, appreciate that, Jackson. Welcome to the family, Mr. Harris. Kelvin Johnson was good. Absolutely. I mean, I can't just cut out my born and raised team, even though that we suck. We've been rebuilding since 1957. Have only one playoff win since 1957. Shout out to Barry Sanders. Alabama's the best. Hey, appreciate that, Caden. Hey, appreciate that number change. We are 400 away from 10,000 subscribers. Hey, you already know Ghost of Judah Tribe. Come on now. You've been around members of the ISN for a long time. You already know.
In Miami,
all right, here we go. We are
January
back.
11th. Right now,
first
it's
down and 10.
Leading 21-7. They've scored all 3 times they've had it.
And that's Najee Harris. Good gain on that play.
30 for a first down pickup of 7, taken down by the inside linebacker.
Hey, but Ghost of Judah Tribe.
Well,
I would love to get you on my channel, though. If you're willing to get on for a live stream or something like that, we'd love to have you on my channel, man.
Efficient offensive possessions.
We'll get some Bear fans. We'll, talk some football.
Not able to pressure, not able to stop the run. Just really.
All right, second down and 3.
Averaging 49.7 points per game.
All right, going to be a yard short. That's Najee Harris.
When we asked Nick Saban about Steve Sarkisian's offense yesterday, Nick's been 25 years of college football head coach. Is this the best offense you've ever coached? He said, I don't compare teams. And he said, last year might have been better.
All right, and that is a first down.
Mac Jones carries for the first down. Well, they're averaging 49.7 this year, so that would be the single season mark.
Hey, appreciate that, Romero Place.
You know who number 1 is?
What's up, Snoopy 10? How's it going, brother?
College football. No. They've only played 4 games. Kent State.
Oh. All right, here we go. First down and 10.
49.8. 10th of a point more. They went 3-1, back-to-back winning season.
Yeah, that's Najee Harris. Gain of a couple on that play.
For the first time since the mid-70s, Najee Harris tackled by Shane Simon. So now there's that question. Ohio State, they only played 6 games. Should they be in the playoff? Now people around the country say, wait a minute, Kent State, they only played 4 games. You're going to say
Jackson Harris says to all the Notre Dame fans, I'm sorry.
That's not our job to decide.
No, we just read the numbers.
What's up, Amen?
We're the messenger.
Hadadi?
Don't kill the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger.
I don't like the message.
Right.
All right, here we go. Second down and 8.
This Alabama offense is how good
shotgun formation for Mac Jones.
Jalen Waddle was still healthy. I mean, as good as they are, you add him back to the equation.
That wouldn't be fair.
It's lights out.
It's already really not fair.
And Najee Harris.
Najee Harris takes the screen. Well,
going to gain about a yard at most.
There's Jalen Waddle. Electric
third
wide
down.
receiver. And special teams player. It was the special teams player of the year in the SEC last year.
Jalen Waddle is out for the
speed.
season.
And
had 25 receptions, 557, averaging 22.3 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Smith, do you think he'll be back if you get to the championship game and we get
third down and
the
7?
Sports information staff telling him don't answer that question.
Maybe he's doing a little bit more than just running on dry land.
All right, here we go. Empty backfield. Mac Jones looking, throws, got to complete. That's a first down. Devontae Smith.
Sticks. Sean Crawford.
That's a first down.
They pick up the first down with a yard to
by
spare.
Alabama.
Devontae's football IQ, Steve Sarkisian has been able to move him all over the field. That time he was an inside slot receiver. Last year he was an outside receiver primarily. Waddle was a slot guy. When Waddle got hurt,
Punisher 65, what's up?
Devontae just took on a whole new role of moving all over the field, and his football acumen has allowed him to do that.
Here we go, first down and 10.
Catches 101 now and 2 touchdowns.
That's Harris.
They thought they had him stacked
Harris
up.
Got it to midfield.
To the 48.
Sorry, that's going to be down at the 48-yard line.
Devontae Smith, his attributes. Obviously, the blazing speed is there. He's an elegant route runner. But the first thing Steve Sarkisian said was, his intelligence. Not only can we play him everywhere, but he understands why we're playing there, what he's supposed to do within play, and where
I'm not
he
too
is,
sure, Mike,
and how to run your route based on the coverage that you see.
And to me, again, that's what I think.
I didn't
makes
know
him
Derrick
unique.
Henry's
That's
not going to
unique
play
for college football wide receivers. Most college football
All right,
receivers
it is
just tell me
second
the
and
play and let me
7.
run it.
Now they flip
That's
it to
Devontae
him,
Smith
deeper
in
into the bag of
trouble,
tricks.
and he's
And
going
the
to lose
Irish
some
swing him down.
yards.
Kyle Hamilton, the safety, drops it for a loss.
Hamilton with the tackle.
And I think it's interesting, just the wide receiver room. The last couple of years, you think
What's
about
up,
Henry
Dragon
Ruggs
Space?
a year ago and how hard he played and how hard he blocked and how competitive he was. Jerry Jeudy is another first-round pick. They've got 2 first-round picks on this team, obviously with Waddle not playing.
All right, here we go. Third down and 12.
Yeah, matter of fact, Devontae told us yesterday,
Got to
I'll
get
come off
to
the field
the Notre Dame
and Waddle
44-yard line.
will tell me what I did
Got
wrong.
a minute left.
And we said to Devontae, well, you can't have much to say because you haven't done
And they're
much
going to
wrong
call a
this year.
timeout.
Third
That
and
is
12 and a
the
timeout.
Alabama's first
Alabama,
charge.
they're first.
Timeout.
This is a full media timeout.
We'll
All
see
right,
if
full
Coach
media
Waddle
timeout.
has
So they're going to
some
go
advice
to a
as they-
commercial break. Do have to mute it for copyrighted music and commercials.
Thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to set that bell to all for all future notifications. Thanks, you guys.
Notre Dame got here same way Clemson does. They don't play anyone all season. I mean, truth be told, I think this is the I get why they had this playoffs like it is, but I think it's the worst one because you didn't have interconference meetings. SEC played only SEC games. Big Ten only played Big Ten games. Like, to me, that kind of skewed it. And then, you know, the best ones, it was a popularity contest to get in. ACC not good. Playoffs should be expanded to 8. Caden, I think it actually should be extended to 16. Because you got so many colleges, and you know a lot of them are perfect seasons. You know, but they don't really play anybody. So if you put those perfect seasons in a playoff atmosphere, now you really see how good they are or not. I even wouldn't mind seeing it kind of like, what do you call it? The March Madness, where you got 64 teams, go at it, and the last one standing, hey, that's your champ. Celebrating 2021 by myself. Hey, no, you're not, Miguel. You are celebrating it here on Troxel Sports Talk with 807 people in the building, including myself. So, absolutely, brother. You're not spending it alone. And we're going to be on for 2 games. We got this game. We got Clemson and Ohio State. Yes, Wisconsin did break their trophy. Hey, appreciate that, Gridiron Blitz. 400 away, 400 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers. I never would have thought in a million years or even a billion years would I ever be able to say that in a single breath. So hats off to you guys for rocking with me. And, you know, to those that just found me, you know, I do this all season long. I'll be live for the Clemson-Ohio State game. That game's already up. And as soon as this one ends, it'll redirect you into that one. Tomorrow we got the Oregon Ducks, Iowa State
Put him in that
Cyclones.
it's harder to
And then we got a
double or
triple
jam
header
him.
on
Can't let him
Sunday.
beat you on this
Steelers,
play.
Browns, Cardinals,
Third down
Rams,
and 12.
Washington,
Back shoulder
Philly.
throw
That is
intended for
incomplete.
John Mechie.
Intended for
Alabama sideline
Mechie.
wanted
That
a
is
flag
4th
on Nick
down
McLeod. They
and
don't
2.
get it, so
Or I'm sorry,
Alabama
4th
stopped
down
for
and
the first
12.
time in this half.
51 seconds left.
to go.
Notre Dame able to get a little pressure. They've not been able to
All
do
right,
that.
they're
That's
going
only
to
the second
punt this
pass
football.
that Mac Jones has missed. enough pressure to make him uncomfortable.
Notre Dame actually needs to
and
score.
Make a good throw to Mechie.
Here quickly.
Wanted a flag on the replay
because
not been a penalty.
Alabama will have the ball to start the second half.
Officials have let them play in a cleanly played game. Charlie
All right,
Scott,
here we
the
go.
punter.
Got a fair catch at the
bored
11
much of
or
the time.
12-yard line.
Matt Salerno made the fair catch.
All right, they're going to mark it at the 11. So it's going to be first down and 10 at the 11-yard line for Notre Dame.
We saw this matchup that Notre Dame was more physical. Yep. They could compete in that area, but the big concern would be the secondary, particularly the cornerbacks.
Just sub.
I don't think it's a weakness,
I'm a reaction
but it's not
channel,
a strength.
but huge Bama fan, roll tide roll. Hey, appreciate that.
Well, and when they do try to add coverage outside,
welcome to the
Harris
family,
has
April.
made some incredible plays running the football. Again, it's just such a difficult offense to defend. And Notre Dame's margin for error on both offense and defense is so slim in a game like this, and they got to find a way to stay in it.
And if you try to blitz, there's that mammoth offensive line.
What's up, brothers? Castle Lord.
It's tough to get around. Ian Book.
And that's Book. Book, good gain on that play. Going to be marked a yard short of a first down.
Alabama's going to get the ball first in the second half. You try to do something here, even though you're deep in your own end.
Well, you always see if you can get one first down. If you can get one first down, maybe you get a little more aggressive. You got one timeout. Second and short. A lot will depend on what the result of this play is. Will determine what Notre Dame does.
All right, here we go. Notre Dame. And they picked up the first down. Still on his feet. Down at the 40.
Down, head first.
They're going to have to clock it. Clock it.
Brian
clock
Kelly wants to spike it. They are going to try to move here now.
Now you do. I mean, you got
all right, there we go. 26 seconds left.
You keep that timeout.
Notre Dame still has one timeout left.
You know the clock stops on a first down. And this is the play that Nick Saban was most concerned about. The lead draw. You got two linemen and the running back leading the way. A perfect setup for that play on second and short for Ian Book.
Hey, appreciate that, Tyler Reynolds.
Made a play at all for Notre Dame in this game.
All right, here we go.
Not a strength of that team as
well. Got a first down. Down at the 40. They got to hurry. Hurry, clock.
Northwestern, he's at the 40. 19 seconds to go. Stop the clock to move the chains. They'll spike it again.
All right, 18 seconds.
Inside. That time against
ball
the
is at the Alabama 40.
It's hard to work on these corners, Job and Surtain on the outside, but inside you have some matchups that favor you. Branch trying to cover Skoranek.
Do we got a good game?
And to answer your question,
find out after this drive. We got 18 seconds left. 40 yards, so pay dirt.
The big Skoranek.
Right,
just about on the edge of field goal range. He can't take a sack.
Oh,
he shoveled pass, and he should not have tried to catch it.
Should not have tried to catch it.
Kyron Williams caught it. Now if they
have to use their timeout now. I mean, they can't spike it. They have to use their timeout.
Wow.
He
caught that, and it was behind the line of scrimmage.
He catches it. If he does catch it, he needs to let that hit the ground.
Yeah, but again, in the heat of the moment, how are you going to say, you know what, I need to drop this one. I'm going to drop this one. And, that would have been the smart thing. Ian Book trying to avoid the sack.
He's smart.
Wow. They had to use their final time. And there we go, fellas and ladies in the chat. Remember, I told you there was a fine line between silly and stupid. Using your timeout so unwisely.
It's a return to normal for everyone around the world.
Now it's coming back to haunt them.
Well, let's talk about this situation here a little bit. 3rd and 11.
You play against an Alabama.
You either have to work the ball
or a championship contending team.
Attempt, right?
You got to play disciplined. You got to play smart.
He said in their indoor
can't turn the ball over. You
can't
waste your timeouts.
Kicker Jonathan Dorr was on
uncostly timeouts and things of that nature. You got to play smart.
If you're not throwing beyond the first down marker, you've got to keep it on the sideline because you can't spike the football. It's 3rd and 11.
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 11. 13 seconds left.
As well.
They rush for Book to Williams.
And that is going to be 4th down and short.
It's 4th down.
It's going to be 4th down and 3.
You got to try to kick it here. You need some momentum to go
into
the
take
locker
the points.
room with. This was a good response
take the
drive.
Points.
You want to stay within striking distance.
It's going to be a 11-point game.
21-7.
Alabama will get the ball to start the second half.
Wave out the kicking unit. So this is still going to be a 51-yarder, which would match his career long set in the last game against Clemson.
All right, here we go.
Outdoors in Charlotte when he set the ACC championship game record.
As long as it's 52, here comes a 50, boy.
He's been a little shaky lately. That's a knuckleball that has
and
no way
he could not connect on it.
4 of his last 9 field goal tries.
Dude, you've got one job.
Hey, kicker from Notre Dame, you got one job, and that's to kick it down the upright.
Good. Hold looks down.
Just a bad kick low. It might have been deflected.
Yeah, I think Will Anderson might have got a paw on it a little bit.
Had to drive it low on a long attempt.
Derrn
got off to a good start this year.
Missed that field goal. And Mac Jones is just going to kneel it, head it into halftime.
Well, these kickers are so outstanding. Mac Jones takes
and Alabama will get the ball to start the second half. Up by 14.
3 touchdowns in the half. Devontae Smith, 5 catches, 101 yards and 2 touchdowns. Najee Harris, 7 carries for 93, including a career-long 53. Here's Allison Williams.
Coach Saban, you said that Devontae...
I can't hear you.
You said that they were going to... Can you hear me now? No?
What?
You said that they would try and take away Devontae Smith. Why have they not been able to do that?
What?
What's been the key to keeping Devontae Smith so involved with this offense?
Well, we always move him around, so it makes it hard for him to double him. But, you know, we got to keep playing on offense. We got to get some stops on defense. Last couple times they've been moving the ball on us. So they got a good plan. We got to make some halftime adjustments.
What are the key adjustments you need to make?
Well, I think they're getting in some unbalanced stuff that, you know, we're not familiar with. So we'll work on it at halftime.
Okay, thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Nick Saban is 148.
As Tommy Tremble limps to the locker room, doesn't look like we're going to see him again. They've also won 39 in a row.
When leading at halftime, Nick Saban is 148 and 8. I think we know who's going to win this ball game, folks. So that does it for the first half audio. Let me put it in the chat. It is ND 7 to 21. All right, and I'm going to pin that comment. All right, so it's 7 to 21. Alabama with the lead, and they get the ball to start the second half. Alex Snyder says Nick Saban is the best coach. Finish Strong says nobody played Alabama better than Mizzo. What's up, Hefe? Nick Saban was born a manager. Tom Matthews says Notre Dame go go. All kickers across the nations are nothing. What's up, Mustafa Ali? Says go Alabama go. What's up, brother? But I am going to go and take a quick halftime break. I will be in the stream chatting it up with you guys. So if you guys can stay around, do appreciate that number change. We are 90 away from 9,700 subscribers. What's up, Oscar Peoples? But I'll be in the chat chatting it up with you guys, and I will see you guys the start of the third quarter. Listen in with my brother-in-law as he remade some beats. He does all my beats to my channel, so shout out to my brother-in-law. And I will see you guys at the start of the third quarter. Alabama leads by 14, 21-7. Alabama gets the ball to start the second half.
This is LP.
It's the LP. It's the LP.
All right. We are still on halftime. Score is 21-7. Alabama will have the ball to start the second half. David says, why is it illegal? It is illegal without the written consent of the NCAA to show the actual game. That is why your favorite YouTubers that show the game are getting shut down. But yeah, that is why it is illegal to show the game without the written consent of the NCAA, just like the NFL and NBA. What's up, Fortnite noob? It's ESPN and copyright. Yes, ESPN, NCAA. Fox, CBS, ABC, NBC, all those channels, they shut down your channel. So does the NFL, NBA, NCAA, MLB, NHL, all those. They also shut down your channel as well. But they do have YouTube TV, so that's another option for people to see the game, and it's technically YouTube. But it's YouTube's version of cable, and it's a month-to-month thing, so I have it, and I absolutely love YouTube TV. Hey, Mickey and Minnie do own ESPN. They are owned by Disney. Shout out to Disney. They most definitely have a monopoly. They actually own a lot of your favorite channels. Rich L says, I like YouTube TV. Yeah, absolutely. I do too. Shout out to Noble Sports. He's the one who put me up on YouTube TV. Why is it not on commercial TV? I'm not too sure what you mean by that, Debbie, but it's on ESPN. That is the channel that it's on. What's up, Michael? What's up, Tom? John? David? Whip 205 and the BAM. Roberto, how's everybody doing? We are 60 subscribers away from 9,700, and we are 260 away from, or no, I'm sorry, 360 away from 10,000. Hopefully we can get there today. I will be live for the Clemson Tigers at the Ohio State Buckeyes. This stream will redirect you straight into that. I will also be live for the Oregon Ducks at the Iowa State Cyclones tomorrow. And on Sunday, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, Arizona Cardinals at the LA Rams, Washington football team at the Philadelphia Eagles. And then during the week leading up to the playoffs, I'll be live for some NBA basketball. I will be live also for some UFC and boxing. We do boxing, UFC. We do NHL, MLB. We do all things sports over here, so you definitely don't want to miss out. Hey, appreciate that, Jennifer Dusty Hallett. Says, yeah, definitely coming back to this channel for the Iowa State game. Appreciate that. Still, I'm wondering why it took Georgia so long to switch to the USC kid, JT Barrett. Is it a little stairway to heaven in the best or in the beat? Yes. Yes, my brother-in-law is a licensed music producer, and he does all my beats for me. Hey, appreciate that, Jeff. Welcome to the fam. Edwater says JT Daniels. No, Alex, go Ducks. I'll be here tomorrow to listen for my Oregon Ducks. Hey, appreciate that, Brandon. Do want to send a special shout out to Detroit Lions Talk with MicroMike. He is a big-time Oregon Ducks fan. He is part of our Infinite Sports Network as well. He is also partnered with Chat Sports. Here at, hey, absolutely, Gridiron Blitz. That is another one of my brothers from the Infinite Sports Network, the Gridiron Blitz. Absolutely. That's one thing about college, especially college football playoffs and national title. These games are literally like 4 hours long, and it's mostly the commercials and the halftime. Cincinnati impressed me against a Georgia team that had found their offense identity. Oh, absolutely. Yes, I am a Michigan fan as well. Hey, I do appreciate that number change.
For touchdowns.
All right, here we go. Here comes the ensuing kick. Alabama will have the ball first to start this third quarter.
Conference championship game against Clemson was a bit of an aberration.
What's up with the NBA right now? Go Lakers. I will be doing some NBA basketball. Shout out to those who came out yesterday. I did 2 games. Did Chicago, Washington, and the Phoenix Jazz game.
That's who they are, and they've played better than that here today.
All right, here we go.
One of the great offenses in the history of college football.
And we got a touchback. Ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line. First and 10 at the 25 for Alabama.
Jaleel Billingsley. And here's today's.
All right, I do have to mute it for copyright music.
Thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to set that bell to all for all future notifications. Thanks, you guys.
Oh, absolutely, Derek. What's up, Mike? All right.
Banged
Here
up on
we
that
go.
Second touchdown. They did a lot of extra
and
stretching
Najee
just before the
Harris,
start
gain
of
of
this
2
half.
on that play.
Tight.
Going to bring
Najee
up second
Harris
down
for 2.
and 8.
And Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah made the stop for Notre Dame.
Hold on a quick second. Let me fix this field.
The one thing Notre Dame did in that last possession where they got a stop, they got a couple negative yardage plays, and they were able to get a little bit of pressure on Mac Jones.
Well, you want to help your secondary, which isn't a strength of your team, but you're at the point now where you
right,
need to take some chances.
2nd down and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Pistol. Mac Jones faked it.
Play
to
action,
Harris,
Mac Jones, and that is caught. That's Devontae Smith.
Into the air and down with it to the 49-yard line.
Devontae Smith is showing you why
because Mac Jones,
he should be the Heisman this year.
But Devontae Smith was still able to go up and collect the football.
He already has 2 touchdowns.
See, Mac Jones was not able
to get
hurt
his back a little bit
cleanly
in the first half.
Logan Dagey,
but he's still out there battling.
But Devontae Smith working on the true freshman Clarence.
All right, here we go. First down and 10. Hands off to Najee Harris.
Across midfield. When we spoke
gain of a couple on that play.
The other day, the
ball's going to be placed at the 48-yard line
of didn't want to say
Notre Dame.
He said it's not a strength, and we are playing with a grad transfer on one corner and a true freshman on the other.
But he thought they were playing as well as they could have been playing at this point in the season. And I mentioned those 4 explosive
Yes, I'll be live for the Bucks-Tigers game.
Well,
this stream will actually redirect you straight into that as soon as it ends stream.
Like a cornerback getting beat.
3-receiver bunch to the far sideline.
All right, here we go.
Jones wanted to throw
Mac
it
Jones
to the
got it to Najee
Still
Harris.
has time to check it down to Najee Harris.
Good gain on that play.
First down. Here's Allison Williams.
And guys, Brian Kelly told me at the half they have to shore up their defense on the perimeter. And he said, look, I get it's a fine line, but they're not going right at us. We have to attack them. We can't be getting our feet set and being hesitant.
So Larry White, absolutely, that was a crazy
really
game.
Pleased with the physicality of his team throughout this game, especially on both lines of scrimmage. And he said that's going to be the key in the second half. On offense,
hey,
they continue to win at the line of scrimmage and run the ball.
All right, here we go. Third down and 1.
Down, 1.5 yards. Not in field goal range for Will Reichard yet.
And Najee Harris,
to Harris
got the first down, crossed the 40.
Well, part of that Allison was talking about, Brian Kelly
ball's at the 38-yard line.
They have to stay within striking distance in order for that to be effective for them. I mean, 21-7, if they can find a way to get a stop and not give Alabama points here, they can still think about running the football.
All right, here we go. Correction, that's going to be at the 37-yard line.
28-7. Little different deal.
Rushing yards 108 to 105 in favor of Alabama.
Najee Harris over 100 yards rushing.
Play action.
Jones
got it to Najee Harris, and he dropped it.
Dropped the ball. There's no whistle. Now there is. Official from the near sideline came running in to blow it dead.
This is what I like
Taylor Reynolds says
the way Mac Jones has developed as much as anything.
Notre Dame got beat
so this is a play action call to take a shot down the field. It's not there, but he knows where his dump-offs are.
Is left out.
It's dropped
a lot of it's favoritism.
But still, the decision to not force the ball downfield, just take
cachet of the college.
Those big plays will be around soon.
Harris stepped
and
up.
Harris losing some yards
in college football this year. He was not a 4 or 5-star recruit.
Third down.
Originally committed to Kentucky, and then Alabama invited him to come on a visit.
What's up, Mr. Stradia?
When he was offered,
Notre Dame has only lost once this year. Yes, Notre Dame is 10-1.
He waited his
turn. Alabama is 11-0.
He has had one of the great seasons in Alabama quarterback history.
You know, he was ready when his number was called. He has 4
years. Do you think OU is better than Notre Dame? I do.
Banked with Steve Sarkisian, and he was ready to step into the limelight this year.
At least this year.
Third down and 11. Still probably not in field goal range.
All right, here we go. Oh, that pass is batted down.
That's a big stop for Notre Dame.
And that is a loss of yards. Fourth down.
It was caught by Jones for a loss of yardage.
Jason Ademiola was the one who deflected
Ademiola with the tackle for loss.
5-man pressure. They were able to collapse the pocket. That was the center, Chris Owens. They were working on the new center in there for Landon Dickerson, and they were able to get enough pressure.
All right, it is fourth down and 19. Here comes the punting
Owens
unit.
Obviously has held up really well, filling in for Dickerson.
All right, here we
There's
go.
Charlie
Fair
Scott,
caught
the brother
at
of J.K.
the
Scott,
10.
the former All-American punter. at Alabama. Matt Salerno makes.
All right, I do have to mute it real quick while we go to copyrighted music and commercials. 10:58 to play in the third quarter. Alabama just punted it to Notre Dame, so it's going to be Notre Dame football at the, I believe, 10-yard line. 30-27 Clemson. Ooh, that'd be a good game. Ohio State 37-34 over Clemson. That was a great stop. Now let's drive and score. What's going on, Monica? What's up, home and attack? Bam Ruff 62. What's going on? What's up, Kurt? Bubba Joe says, do you think Florida can go all can put a better game against Clemson than Notre Dame? Florida, no. I did that game. Oklahoma, Florida. Kyle Trask did not look like anything. Oh, do you think Florida can go all the way next year? Yeah, I'm reading two comments at the same time. My bad. Bubba Joe says, do you think Florida can go all the way next year? It depends on who's going to be their quarterback. I did see a lot of good coming out of their backup, Jones. So it depends on if he comes back and how well he's going to perform with that unit. But, I mean, they're going to have to, replace the lost talent. I got to see who their draft or their recruiting class is. But I think they got a good chance. Do you think OU would put up? Oh, I already read that. Clemson, then Notre Dame. What's up, Johnny Beaver? Do you think OU can go all the way next year? I got to see who's leaving out of Oklahoma, but they have a shot as well. I think next year we're going to have a lot better quality football. This year it was kind of like just thrown together. Next year we'll kind of see like actual real stuff happening. I say whoever wins this national title is going to have an asterisk, obviously with the COVID-19 situation.
In the last couple of years.
But I just hope it's good games.
Notre Dame from its own 10. Sibo
All right, that is no gain on that play. Second and 10.
Back. He got dropped for no gain by Will Anderson.
In that first half, Alabama did a really good job of neutralizing Michael Mayer, one of the leading receivers on this team. The freshman tight end, only one catch for 6 yards.
Interesting, Notre Dame went
Who
quickly
else
that
said that
time,
Jalen W
down
is
by
out?
2 scores. They're not going ball control. Nice catch by Ben Skowronek.
Talking about Jalen Waddle.
On an errant throw. And it'll be third
I would
down
have liked
and
to see
4.
Waddle out there.
With Tremble out of the lineup, they do have
Third
other
down
tight
and
ends,
4,
but
gain of
these
6 on
wide
that play.
Receivers, Skowronek, Javon McKinley are big enough to kind of use in some of those big sets. Skowronek is a very big receiver at 6'3", 225 pounds.
Early in the third quarter, but this feels big. Third down and 4.
What's up, Miriam Taylor?
Alabama crowded the line, rush 4.
And that is Williams got the first down.
And he'll have the first down with a half-yard to spare. Christian Harris pushed him out.
Well, so far, Tommy Rees is doing what he wanted to do, and that was feed Kyron Williams the football.
It is on
both as a runner
ESPN,
and a
Charles
receiver.
Long.
They released him on that one. Christian Harris was in coverage. He was able to get the ball across for the first down. Very valuable guy. They thought.
All right, here we go. First down and 10. Notre Dame at the 21-yard line.
They have a lot of faith in him catching the football.
9.5 to play. Play action.
The play action pass.
In trouble, takes off,
And did
gains
well.
a couple on that
Had
play.
him surrounded. He managed to make it a 3-yard gain.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
This is not a Notre Dame offense that has dynamic players on the outside like Alabama
do you have
does.
YouTube TV?
They don't get a lot of separation.
Because that'd be another
That's
way
why
you
they
can
work
watch
through the
it.
tight end so much, and Ian Book makes a good decision there.
If you have a smart TV, they do have the YouTube
Well,
TV
Alabama
app.
must be doing a good job taking Michael Mayer away, because you would think he's a big target.
That's what I have.
Take advantage of his size.
Costs a whole lot less than regular cable.
In the middle of the defense.
All right, here we go.
Book.
And that's a first
Finds
down.
Michael Mayer for the first down out to the 35. Chopped down by DeMarco Helms. They call him Baby Gronk. Michael Mayer, similar size and skill set, and wears the same uniform number.
He's really good after the catch. I think that's what people get surprised by him. He's a big body, he's a big target, but he is really effective with yardage after the catch.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Now some running room outside for Chris Tyree and another excellent tackle. Patrick Surtain.
Gain of about 3 on that play.
Player he is, Sean. I mean, we know he's a
Gonna be
cover
2nd
guy,
down.
right? You don't
Surtain
go at
with
him
the
very
tackle.
much. We don't call his name very much in pass situations. He's
Yes,
running down
YouTube
on
TV
kickoff
is
coverage,
$65 a month.
and
It's a flat
tackle
rate. If you want
on
to
the
add
perimeter.
like
I mean, this is
sports
textbook
package, it's
tackling
like
in
$10.
space.
And we rarely call his name because the opponents rarely throw in his direction.
I talked to Brian Kelly before the game. He said we are not.
But I mean, I
gonna
could
throw
get
at Surtain.
everything and
He's
everything
that
for
good.
like
That's his
$150
dad,
where
Patrick Surtain.
I won't even have half of that with
Three-time
regular
Pro Bowler,
cable.
is a defensive back in the NFL. Played for Miami,
All right,
and
empty
Kansas City. Was
backfield.
also his son's high school coach for 2 years at American Heritage in South Florida.
And it's intercepted! Intended for Mayer.
By Christian Harris.
Christian Harris
His first
with
career
the
for the sophomore
interception.
from Baton Rouge.
Alabama football.
Well, Christian Harris is going to be in coverage on Michael Mayer and does a beautiful job.
Oh my God.
He gets underneath. The ball is a little bit underthrown, and
Wow.
Christian Harris is there to get the.
That was a horrible pass. But I mean, you got to be smart with that. Like what was he looking at? Bubba Joe says it's over. West Virginia University, thumbs down. Wash, I need money to look at games. What about DirecTV? DirecTV, you got to be careful because you do have a satellite. So any little weather or a big game, 9 out of 10 times they cut out. I can't stand satellite TV. But I'll tell you what, streaming devices like, Sling, YouTube TV, PlayStation used to have one called PlayStation View. That used to be amazing. I loved PlayStation View. I'm sad that they went under. Foxtel is $350 a month. Dang. Yeah, see, I could get everything and everything for YouTube TV. And I'm talking about premium channels like, HBO, Showtime, all this and all that for literally like $150. $350, that's more than my car payment? Absolutely. I'm a Bengals fan and a Buckeyes fan. Yeah, I'll be live right after this for Ohio State. Tomorrow's Oregon and Iowa State. Sunday's the Steelers, Browns, Cardinals, Rams, Washington, Philly. I'm a Packers fan and a Florida fan. That's what's up. I am a Detroit Lions fan. Yes, I know my team sucks. We've sucked since 1957 and only had one playoff win since 1957. But I'm a Lions fan, born and raised in Detroit. That's why. I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan. I did live out in Arizona. And I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. My favorite division in the National Football League is the AFC North. And here coming in a couple years, that division will have 4 teams battling for the playoffs.
Of 2013, dominated by
What's up, Michael Keeley?
They
What's up,
haven't
Day One?
dominated today. But it's never
All right,
really
here
felt
we go.
like they're being
First
seriously
and
threatened
10
either.
at the
Midway through
38-yard
third quarter,
line.
They have the ball back after the first turnover of the game.
Mac Jones got it for a first down, cross midfield to the 40, to the 35-30, 35-20.
And Devontae
Oh,
Smith's
man.
sidekick.
And that was a monstrous game.
22-yard line. They come out attacking after the takeaway.
Well, they put Billingsley in motion. That spreads some things out a little bit. Then Mechie with the catch. Look at Devontae. Say, come
That
on,
was
follow
Mechie.
me. Doing a little bit of everything. That's the second
And
time
shout
we've
out
seen
to
him blocking
Devontae
on the
Smith,
perimeter,
blocking
working on
for
McLeod, the
his
corner.
receiver.
Nick Saban said there is nobody that has impacts our football team more than Devontae Smith. And the way
Bama
he
and
practices,
Canes fan?
plays,
I think
works.
even we could have figured that out.
Yeah.
What's up, Big Ron?
40-yard play to Mechie, 30 after the catch.
All right, here we go. And that is,
Flag
whoa,
thrown,
there's a
couple
flag on the
flags thrown,
play.
red flags.
That's going to be on
Incomplete pass for
35.
Najee Harris with Maris Leofau in
Oh,
coverage.
they're gonna just
This
call
will be
the
first
hold.
penalty assessed against either team today. John O'Neill out of the Big Ten and his crew have done a great job.
Holding. Offense number 79. 10 yards from the previous spot. Repeat first down. Oh, my God.
Chris Owens.
That was on
Fifth-year senior
Owens.
from a couple of miles away. Played at
And he
Lamar High
probably
School
did
here in
something
Arlington, about
stupid,
2 miles from AT&T
grabbing
Stadium.
people trying to block from up here.
The Lamar
If you-
Vikings.
I don't care if you play
buddies.
offense or
No, you're
defense,
not showing
trenches.
Bad sign.
Play in the
Bobby
trenches.
Sign, Chris
Drop
Sign,
your
who's
butt.
also an offensive lineman.
Put your
at
hands
Alabama
right inside
from
of here in
Arlington,
the shoulder
Lamar.
Probably
pads.
aren't that many
Drop
signs
your
between
butt.
here and the
Move
high
your
school.
feet. You got your guy
Only 2
right where you
miles.
want him.
We were talking with Matt Austin, our referee. He made a
Please
great
reset
point at
the
the
game
half,
clock
Matt.
to 6 minutes, 48
We've now
seconds.
had 1 turnover.
All right, it's gonna
that
be
was the first
6:48
penalty.
on the
And
game
to
clock.
You and the officiating crew, that's probably
First
not a
and
surprise.
20.
No, it's really not. These
We'll
games
start
are
on
just
this
a
net.
joy
Thank
to
you.
officiate.
But if you
because
want,
both
like,
teams are so
run
well-coached.
lanes
They don't do
offensively,
silly things. They don't false
that's
start,
exactly
they don't
how
offside,
you
jump
get
offside,
your
and they don't mess
your
around
run
after the
lanes.
ball's dead.
You
They
drop
don't
your
hit each
butt,
other
you
and
get
get
your
up swinging and
hands
flipping
to the
each other.
inside
It's
of your
just a joy to
pads
officiate when
and move your
teams play
feet.
like this.
First and 20 now, back at the 32.
All right, Mac
Play
Jones
action pass. Jones
got it to
just
Najee
flipped it
Harris.
To Najee Harris, trying to stiff
Najee
arm Drew
Harris
White.
just short of the 20.
And Harris out of bounds. He has become their all-time leading rusher.
What's up, 504
Became
Fresh?
their all-time
How's it
leading
going,
rusher
brother?
in the SEC title game.
What's up with Jim Harbaugh?
Past Sean
I have no
Alexander
idea,
and
man.
Derrick
He got
Henry.
1 year left on my
His decision to come back this
contract.
year has
He
really
don't
paid
perform
off. Todd
next
McShay
year,
talked about
I
how
want him
he's
out.
climbed the charts, but he's just become a better, more complete running
What
back.
I mean by
in
that is
every
if he's
aspect.
not in the college playoffs and beats Ohio State, he needs to
They
be
give it to him.
fired.
He bounced it to the left.
All right,
They
just
knock him
short
down
of
to
the 15.
They need to make the 12.
Down at the 16-yard
Here on
line,
third
just
down,
short
another
of the
stop for
first.
Drew White.
What's going on, Detroit
And
Lions Talk
Najee,
with MicroMike?
To me, some of the difference is obviously in the passing game. He's great in pass protection.
up,
He's gotten
Clara?
better covering or
What's up,
catching
John?
the football in space. But what I love is he's not dancing around. He's a big back.
Appreciate
He's
everyone
acting
in
like
the
a big
building.
back this year.
Shout out to the
That was the message
1487
the
of
coaches
you.
gave to him before
We are
the
40
season
subscribers
started. If you
away
want to
from
get better,
9,700.
Don't dance and bounce. Take what the play gives you.
All right, here we go. Mac
Mac
Jones
Jones on
gets
third
out of
and
trouble,
4.
takes
He's
off,
gonna take
got the
off
first
running.
down,
And
slides
slide
at
down
the
with the
11.
first down at the
They're going to
7.
mark him at the 12.
Well, he's not used to running, and he's obviously not used to sliding, but that was a good decision to do both.
All right.
He had trips receivers to the right. Notre Dame had him covered, and that was awkward at
That was
best.
definitely
You can hurt
awkward.
yourself.
Yeah, but effective. A first down on a good decision by Mac Jones.
All right, here we go. First down and
19 of
goal.
22 throwing the football. He doesn't force things. He doesn't.
Ball is at the
put the
7-yard
ball in
line.
harm's way.
And Mac Jones throws, and that's a touchdown.
And it is further touchdown by Devontae Smith.
This is
Make
just
that
beautiful
3
timing
touchdowns for
and
Devontae
accuracy.
Smith.
You throw this football to the front pylon.
He said this
Devontae
Heisman
Smith is gonna
Trophy
push the route
finalist
into the
is
end zone,
over.
And he's
Give me my
expecting the
trophy.
football right at the front pylon. Both feet in, only needs one. But the timing and the accuracy on the move by Mac Jones, spectacular.
You know, Detroit Lions need a wide receiver.
His 4th touchdown pass, the 3rd.
I might be looking at him.
Devontae Smith.
I might be looking at Devontae Smith.
AT&T 5G pylon.
He straight out said, I'm going to get 3
Devontae's
touchdowns in this ball
this year
game.
with 100+ receiving yards and
3
at least
touchdowns in
2
only the 3rd
touchdown
quarter.
receptions.
Kick is up.
The
Kick
only
is
players
good.
done that in
28-7.
football since
It's a
2000's
21-point
Michael
game.
Crabtree
4:58 to play
at Texas Tech
in the
back
3rd quarter.
2007.
All right, I do have to mute the game audio real quick. 20 reception touchdowns, tied first in the SEC single season history. Jamar Chase last year also had 20. But I kind of like Devontae Smith. He got some good speed. He got good speed. He got great hands. By this game, it looks like he got a good head on his shoulders as well. So I definitely wouldn't mind seeing him in Honolulu blue. But I tell you what, if there's a wide receiver needy team, maybe even the Jets, you know, they could be looking at him as well. But I think the Jets need to go trenches. Don't care what side of the ball it's on, trenches. I mean, if they're smart, they'll go offensive line instead of defensive line, so go get the best offensive lineman in the draft. That's what I would do if I'm the Jets. But, I mean, and the reason why I say that is because it doesn't matter who you have at quarterback. If you don't have an offensive line, your quarterback's going to be trash. It doesn't matter if you have Tom Brady in his prime or Peyton Manning or Drew Brees. Your offensive line is trash. Your quarterback's going to be trash. But, yeah, I definitely would see, I mean, Devontae Smith is performing well. Him and Najee Harris, that's a killer 1-2 punch. Just imagine what this game would look like if Waddle was playing. Why you have to be drafted? Just in full rebuild? Oh, absolutely. Listen, that's facts. Hey, I do appreciate that number change. We are 30 subscribers away from 9,700. The goal is to get to 10,000 this week. Can we get there and start 2021 off with a bang at Troxa Sports Talk 10K? Bill Walter says, roll Tide, roll. Big Ten is elite. Correction, like I said. Yeah, they're a Power 5 school. Hey, Troxa, what about the Giants quarterback? They need an offensive line, too. It doesn't matter who they have. I mean, how many quarterbacks did they have this year? They had Daniel Jones. They had their backup. They had their third string. Same result. It's the offensive line.
By Chris Tyree off the Will Reichert.
That is a touchback. Do have to mute it real quick. They're going to copyright music and showing Devontae Smith's touchdowns. You know, but I mean, this is the way I'm building my team. Stout offensive line, stout defensive line, Focus on running the football and stopping the run, and everything else will fall into place after that.
Touchdown catches ties
But
the
your trenches are the
Rose
most
Bowl
important
record.
position. You win and lose games
Done twice
via the
previously.
trench.
We'll give you those details in a moment.
Those
First,
big
it's
old
first and
hog
10.
mollies are the biggest
With 5 to
pieces
go in the
on your
third
team.
quarter. Then Skoranek
And
out
Saronic,
of bounds.
good gain on that play. Gain of about
At
4.
the 30-yard line. There are the 4
Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence,
Heisman Trophy
Devontae Smith,
finalists,
and
of
Kyle
course,
Trask are
Najee
your
Harris
2020
finished fifth.
Heisman Trophy
Last
finalists.
time one school had 3 of the top 5 in the voting was Army back in the mid-40s.
I think Kyle Trask
But who
is
do you like?
taken
Who do you think's
off.
gonna win?
I think Devontae's going to win.
Mac
You know,
Jones
I
could
think if
possibly
Trevor
be
Lawrence
taken
hadn't
off.
missed 2 games,
So I
it
think
would've been
between
hard for
Trevor
him not
Lawrence
to
and,
win it.
and Devontae Smith.
But I think Devontae's going to win.
And he
on the
throws it out of
Throws it away.
bounds,
Hit.
incomplete.
This is going to be a 15-yard penalty on Alabama after the play. Ian Book
Oh,
just throwing the ball
no.
away. Good coverage down the field.
I blame Matt Austin. Just as he said, they don't hit anybody after the play.
Roughing the passer. Defense number 47. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Can't
I think it was
do
the
that.
throwdown at the end. It wasn't
Gotta
so
pull
much
up.
the hit as the fact that he pushed him down with a little force at the end of the play.
Byron Young, sophomore,
That was Young with the
Laurel,
penalty,
Mississippi.
costing 15
And
yards.
that's a big penalty for Notre
Penalties
Dame because they,
are
you know, again, they
no
are
penalties for
hanging
Notre
on
Dame,
by a
2
thread
penalties
right now.
and
Their
25
offense needs to
yards
possess the football,
for Alabama.
put some more points on the board, and bring this back to a 2-score game if they can.
All right, here we go.
Second penalty
4:25.
against Alabama for a total of 25 yards.
Ball is at the 44-yard line.
Avery Davis has not done anything either. He's a guy in the slot that has to make some plays.
All right, here we go.
The 4-man rush.
And
but they
he's
get
in
to
trouble, and he
Coutinho
goes
on it.
down.
With Christian Barmore draped
And
all over him.
Barmore
A
with
big
the
loss.
tackle.
Back to the 30-yard line.
Well, Barmore
He
with
goes
just
down
bull
like a
rush
sack
in
of
between the right
potatoes.
guard and the center. He is an elite pass rusher, and watch him come right in this gap. And when this pressure comes inside, I don't care how good of an escape artist you are as a quarterback, it's difficult. And Barmore not only gets him on the ground, puts the full weight of his body on top of him too.
It's the first sack of the game for either team. Talked about how outstanding
All
these
right, it is
offensive
second and
lines are.
24.
7th of the year for Barmore.
Christian Barmore,
Tying him with his
13
teammate Will
AP
Anderson
All-American,
for the SEC
first team
lead.
All-SEC.
Offensive player.
And it's Ian Book.
Full media timeout.
Oh, no. Ian Book is
He's
down.
taken almost
Got an
all the
injury
snaps
timeout.
at quarterback this season for Notre Dame.
Prayers go out to Ian Book. Hopefully he is not serious and he makes a speedy recovery. Never like seeing a player go down. But Ian Book is down. The parent best team in the country lost to a third string quarterback because of injuries. Trevor Lawrence, hold on, where's that comment at? Trevor Lawrence will have 2 championships and 1 loss record at his college career, pure dominance. Then Dallas will draft him to replace Prescott. He is not going past the first overall pick. He is not getting past the Jaguars. Unless the Cowboys trade up to the number 1 spot, he is not getting past the first spot. That's just my personal opinion, though. Like, Trevor Lawrence is a first overall pick talent. I can see that. Chris. He says Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, Jets, Justin Fields. I could see that. But the Jets have got to get an offensive line. They don't need to replace Dak Prescott. No, because you know what? Now his money-wise, is going to be hurt. He can't ask for $40 million. You know, he's not going to be able to ask for $40 million. Now it's, you're going to take what I give you. You know, because now he's going to be, you know, having to prove himself that he's back healthy. Dak needs to roll out. So technically, the Dallas Cowboys, actually, it's a blessing in disguise. They don't technically need to go after quarterback. You could just run still with Andy Dalton until you have, you know, Prescott 100%. And guess what? He's on a cheap contract now. You know, if they were offering him $30 million, I would have took that and ran with it.
But for Alabama,
4 years, 5 years, whatever it was, I would have took the 30 and ran with it.
They were hard to come by early in the season.
All right,
Bama.
that is no gain on
So
that
Drew
play
Pine
by
is the
Williams.
new quarterback appearing in just his 4th game of the season. They started him with a
Was Najee
handoff
snubbed
to
from the
Kyren
Heisman?
Williams.
I
True
think so.
Freshman from New Canaan, Connecticut.
I would have took out Trask and
Has
put
thrown 2 passes
Najee.
all season, both in the South Florida game. Mop-up time, they won that one 52-0. He went 1 for 2 for 5 yards.
Cowboys' problem is Jerry Jones.
You got to imagine he has a scaled-down playbook. You don't know how.
All right, here we go. Third down and 23. Big time third down for Notre Dame.
And they give him a play-action pass, and he's on
As a
target.
play action.
For Ben Skoranek, so no matter
Skoranek.
what happens from here on, Drew Pine can say he completed a pass in the Rose Bowl,
down.
but it's way short of the line to make, and Brian Kelly sends on the punt team on 4th down and 16
This
after
says
that
I'm a huge
7-yard
Burrow
completion.
fan. All right, here comes Bromlett on 4th and 16.
And Devontae
Just under
Smith
2.5
back
to
deep.
play in the third quarter.
Jay Bramlett to punt. Mentioned he's from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. His dad,
And here
Mark,
comes
played
the
high
punt.
school football with Clemson's coach Dabo Sweet.
And we got a return.
This one is returnable.
To the 15,
For
20,
Devontae
25,
Smith.
30.
And
Down
he got
at the
tripped up
30-yard
30.
line.
Well, he might have been off to the races. 21-yard return.
All right, I do have to mute it real quick as we go to copywritten music. What's going on, Sean Dale? Mike Olson, what's going on? Lead Searcher, what's going on? Alan Works, what's going on? Love and Freedom, how's it going, brother? But yeah, I do think that Najee Harris was snubbed.
And reinforcing that today.
All right, Najee Harris next to
Up by
Mac
21
Jones.
with 2 minutes to go in the
pass.
third quarter.
Complete.
Forrestall's had a nice day. Seems like he's been there forever. A lot of injuries throughout the years,
And that was
including
Forrestall
last year, a damaged
with the first down,
voice box,
first
which
and
was
10.
I think just about the worst thing that could happen
For you
Benny
especially,
Washington,
right?
wouldn't think that would be so bad.
What's going on, Cruz Kramer?
He had difficulty
Josh Whitehead?
speaking.
Miller Forrestall, you talk about
Randy
high school
Lewis,
teammates.
what's going
Miller
on?
Forrestall, a high school teammate of Clemson
Cody
quarterback
Garcia?
Trevor Lawrence. In fact, he
What's
was
up?
the quarterback before Trevor
Matthew
Lawrence
Hoffman,
arrived.
what's going
as an
on?
eighth
He was not.
grader, and then he was a tight end.
He was smart enough to know he
All right,
wasn't
here we
gonna
go.
play
First
at
down and
Huntersville,
10.
Georgia. After Trevor Lawrence arrived, we'll see Trevor and the Clemson Tigers.
And Najee
in the Sugar
Harris.
Bowl coming up next against Ohio
Najee
State.
Harris, maybe a
Harris
yard on that play.
They head for very little.
It's going to be
You know, Sean,
second
we've
down
been
and
blessed to be
9.
able to do the playoffs ever since they started. And last year we watched that LSU offense and we thought, I mean, this is as good an offense as we've ever seen in college football, right? And we saw them in the playoffs.
All right, it's
just
going to
go
be
right
second
through the
and 9.
playoffs. And this offense,
1
Nick
minute,
Saban's got
1
out
minute
here
to
right
play in
now
the
with
third
his big
quarter.
three. The
I will be
numbers
live for that
are
Clemson Ohio
shockingly
State
very
game
similar
tonight.
when you look at this year's Alabama
And
and
Mac
last year's
Jones
LSU team.
looking, throws. Got to
teams
complete.
are
That's a first
similar as
down.
well. Slade Bolden the catch.
And
Irish territory
Bolden
at the
with that big first
44.
down.
Quarterback who seemingly came out of nowhere to have a historic season. A great wide receiver.
Down
As,
at the
LSU had
44-yard
a
line.
couple of those last year. outstanding veteran offensive line, a running back who can hurt your running.
Tomorrow I'll be
catching.
live for Oregon Ducks and Iowa State
The
Cyclones.
both had their struggles against Ole Miss that we saw, but got better as the season went on. And, you know, playing their best football right now.
They've slowed down the tempo as the Crimson Tide with the big lead here. Here's an all-out blitz, and Jones.
All right, that is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Of Harris. And smartly is not a surprise either. Mac Jones graduated from Alabama with an undergraduate degree.
That looks like it's going to do it for the 3rd quarter.
GPA in business communications, and
why did the clock stop?
He received his master's degree in sports hospitality.
Impressive kid. I mean, and very goal-oriented, very driven,
okay,
very
so
focused,
there's 18 seconds
very
left.
Serious-minded guy.
Very competitive. Grew up in Jacksonville. A big fan of Tim
Harris.
Tebow.
Gain of about 2 on that play.
As a young boy. Harris
going to bring up 3rd
down. White,
down.
that'll take us to the 4th quarter.
And that does it for the 3rd quarter. When we come back, it is the money quarter, the 4th quarter. Alabama up by 21. Hey, appreciate that, Straight Fappin'. We're at 291 likes. Hey, appreciate that.
Thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to set that bell to all for all future notifications. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, I have no idea why that is frozen like that. Oh, let me see something. Yeah, it's still saying that it's what do you call it, ball. Yeah, I have no idea why it's still showing Notre Dame football. But we are at the end of 3 quarters, 7-28. What's going on, Pride of Film? Where's the ball? The ball is across the 50. I want to say it is Alabama football. It's going to be near the red zone. Yes, it's 3rd down. What's going on in the animator? Hey, appreciate that. Johnny Beaver says, thanks, bro, from West Virginia. Appreciate you.
Warming up at the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans, site of today's 2nd college football playoff semifinal. Travis Etienne and Clemson getting ready for Ohio State.
Travis Etienne is a
All-time
beast
leading
as well.
rusher in ACC
Okay, so
history.
ball is at the 42-yard
Travis
line.
Etienne, 3rd down and 8 for Alabama as we go to the 4th
3rd
quarter
and
here
8.
at the Rose Bowl game. Tide
And
leading by
Najee
21,
Harris
Najee
got a
Harris
first down.
Picks up the first down.
Got it to the 30 or the 29-yard line.
Kyle Hamilton.
See, again, that is as Landon Dickerson watches his offensive line mates. That's the problem for Notre Dame. That time they said, we're going to play coverage, 3rd and 8. They had 2 safeties deep. they were going to be able to bring safety help over the top of Devontae Smith. Steve Sarkisian
Yeah, I think so
calls a
too.
Run.
It's
the numbers
Donnie.
favor the run for Alabama.
I think that it actually boosts up some of these teams better.
Dickerson, and they
better
pick up a third and
matchups.
8 running a basic run play.
All right, here we go. First down and 10. Shotgun formation. Najee
to Harris
to
and
play
tried to throw a
action.
quick slant
Incomplete
to
pass.
Devontae Smith, and it was batted out of the air. Shane Simon, the linebacker, junior from West Orange, New Jersey.
Mac Jones has had good success on these RPOs. That time Simon kind of stayed right in the throwing lane with eyes on the quarterback. That's why he was able to get that right hand up.
Najee ran through him like Raisin Bran.
Good thing for Notre Dame he did. You could see how far behind Devontae Smith, Nick McLeod was.
All right, here we go. Second down and 10.
Touchdown number 4 for Smith.
This is an area of the field where Devontae likes to run double moves also.
And here we go.
Brian Robinson.
Robinson gained up about
Senior,
a yard
also
on that
just
play.
graduated last month. A very capable.
It's going to be
back
third
up
down.
To Najee Harris.
Alabama very content to run clock, take their time getting the plays
Hey,
called.
appreciate that, the
take their time
animators.
getting to the line of scrimmage.
All right, Ian Brook
Looks
is
like
throwing
he's
the
ready
football.
to return when they get the ball back.
Well, the last
So
third
it's
and 8
third down
was a
and
running
8.
play. See what
Big
Steve
time third
Sarkisian
down
calls
for
now, starting out
Alabama.
of an empty backfield. Probably not a quarterback run.
Got to get it to the 19 for the first down.
Mac Jones, a huge gap through the middle of that defense.
And got it complete,
to
but it's
run.
going to be
Billingsley
short.
the
That's
catch.
Billingsley.
And a nice tackle by Kyle Hamilton to drop him short of the first down.
Got to be down at the
Sean,
23.
Ian Book spent an extended amount of time in the injury tent. He was sitting on the edge of the table. It appeared that athletic trainers were looking at something with his upper body, but he came running out, jumped on the phone with offensive coordinator Tommy Rees, and has been thrown around on the sideline ever since, so he appears good to go.
There's Will Reichert with the first field goal
All right,
attempt
here
of
we
the
go.
day for Alabama.
41-yard
Hoover,
attempt,
Alabama
field
has
goal.
had.
Kick
Kicks
is
it.
up,
A perfect
and
season.
it's good.
And that hasn't always been the case for Alabama under Nick Saban. They've been great in so many aspects of
31
the
to
game,
7.
but kicking field goals has not
Reichert
always been the case.
Kicks the field
89
goal.
kicks.
Do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio.
Thank you guys for being here. Like this video and subscribe if you're enjoying yourself. Make sure to set that bell to all for all future notifications. Thanks, you guys.
Hey, absolutely. Shout out to the little MVP. Go anyone but Bama in the national championship. I said that 2 minutes ago, says Nathan Tucker. Josh says Roll Tide. What's up, Philip? I believe Bama got this one whooped. Hey, bro, are you doing the Clemson game? I am, day one. I'll be live in this stream. As soon as it ends, it will redirect you straight into the Clemson, Ohio State. Tomorrow's the Oregon Ducks at the Iowa State Cyclones. And then at Sunday, starting 1 o'clock, we'll be live for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns. 4:25 is the Cardinals at the Rams. And for the last Sunday night football game in the regular season, Washington football team at the Philadelphia Eagles. What's your prediction for the next game? I think Clemson's going to win. I think it's going to be a rematch. Clemson, Alabama. For the national title, Trevor Lawrence versus Nick Saban. Clemson will challenge Bama. Oh, absolutely. Buckeyes ready. Like I said, I wouldn't mind it being Alabama, Notre Dame, or Alabama OSU, in the national title. Obviously, if it was, this game in the national title, it looks like it would have been the same results. But, I wouldn't mind seeing it as Notre Dame versus OSU. But I think it's going to be Bama Clemson on the 11th. I will be live for the national title game. And I'll be live for all 13 games in the National Football League for the playoffs. AFC and NFC, the title games, and also the Super Bowl as well. But that's what we do over here on Troxel Sports Talk. We grind. Usually
And
there is
Josh
at
Jobe,
least
their two
one
starting
stream every single day,
quarterbacks
whether
about
it's
to run down
basketball,
on kickoff
football,
coverage.
baseball, hockey, UFC, boxing. We try to do at least one stream a day.
On the Will Reichert kickoff.
If I'm able to do more than one, then absolutely, let's rock it out. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25. I do have to mute it as they go to some copyrighted music. But, yeah, that's what we do over here. We grind. We do all sports.
Actually, tonight, he's been
all right, here we
baiting
go.
Ian Book the whole night to throw towards him. And
Finalists
Ian
for the
Book's been
Thorpe
smart
and
enough not to throw in his
Frederick
direction.
Award.
Probably be the winner of the
Sertan.
Thorpe Award as the best defensive back in the country. High
Oh,
throw.
and that is a
Devon McKinley
reception
managed to take
for
it in
McKinley.
with Josh Jobe in coverage.
There's a flag down.
Already flag thrown in the middle of the field.
28 from Alabama is limping.
First
Hopefully
hit
he's
for
all
McKinley
right.
if it stands.
Yeah, I think it's going to stand. I think it's going to be a defensive holding on the inside on Michael Mayer, so the catch will stand.
Defense number 32. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
Oh, my God.
That is on
See,
Moses.
that's the only way you're going to complete balls on the perimeter against these corners. You're not going to have separation. It's tight coverage, and you got to throw the ball
Yeah, I
up
think
and
so
hope
too. If
those
it's
guys
Alabama
use their
versus
big
Clemson, it's
bodies
going to be a close
to
one.
go up and high point a catch, and that's exactly what McKinley did there.
All right, Books.
Book on target.
Got
to
it,
Skoranek.
just short of a first
Catch by
down.
McKinley is first for 18 yards. He's one of those guys for Notre Dame, Todd. Either
All
he
right,
has
ball
100-yard
across
game, he had
midfield
4
at
this
the
year,
49-yard
or
line.
you don't even notice him. I mean, he had 700 yards receiving total, and 4 of those were in 100-yard games.
He's a graduate. It's his last year, and Brian Kelly told us when we had them early.
All right, here
this
we
is
go.
Really
Second
his
down and
first year
2.
under the bright lights.
Just under
His
12
first
to
time
play.
being a marquee player, and he's had his moments for sure.
Seem to come in bunches.
Got
There's
it to
Kyron
Williams, and
bouncing
Williams,
off
good
hits,
second
first
effort.
down.
Got it near the
To the
45,
42-yard line.
down
We're
at
under
the
12 minutes to
47.
go in this Rose Bowl game. And
Uh-oh.
Kyron Williams is going to limp off.
Williams is hurt.
He's
He
run
is
hard
limping
today.
off.
I mean, again,
trying
he
to
only
jog
had
it off.
50 yards against Clemson a week ago. Only 64 yards rushing, but he's running with energy. He's
All right,
running
here we
with
go.
strength.
First and 10.
4 catches out of the backfield
At
as
the
well.
42-yard line.
Book given
Got it
plenty of
complete.
time that time. Has
And that's
Michael
Mayer.
He spun down at the
Mayer got it to
35-yard
the
line by
35.
Dylan Moses.
Actually, I cheated him. He has 7 catches, not 4.
Second down and 3.
Again, Alabama's done a really good
Hey,
job
you're welcome,
of
Neil.
neutralizing Avery Davis. The
Yeah, I
slot
do this all
receiver.
season
He's
long.
had some big plays for them.
Unless those guys that
Especially
show the
that
game
win
are
against
showing the game,
Clemson.
then there's no point for me
Swing
doing what I
pass to
do.
Chris Tyree for a first down. Just one target today
And
for
that's why
Avery
they
Davis.
get shut down. They
that was the biggest
that
win
is
of Ian
illegal,
Book's
what they do.
tenure as starting quarterback. I think of
I
the
know it
Brian
helps the
Kelly
people that
era,
don't have
certainly one of
TVs,
them.
and I get it.
The regular season,
You know,
win
if I
against
had the written
Clemson
consent
in a
to do it,
classic double
I would do it
overtime
too.
game in South Bend. They had to go 91 yards at the end of regulation to tie it. Davis had 2 huge catches. But not a factor today. Targeted once.
All right, here we go.
Unblocked.
And that's a
blitzer.
first
Jordan
down.
Baldwin get there,
Mayer
and got it off to
got it
Michael
down
Mayer.
to the
And
13-yard
Notre Dame
line.
is on the move with 10.5 to go on the 4th, down 24.
Man, maybe
Really
Book
nice
needed to
job
get
by
hurt
Ian Book,
earlier
just
because, man, he's
retreating
been
enough
throwing
to get rid
good
of the
passes.
football. And Michael Mayer beats Dylan Moses in coverage. And that's a nice completion for a first down. Quarterback knew the blitz was coming, just retreated enough to give himself a chance to make the throw.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10.
18-yard gain. Brooks 18 of 22.
Ball's at the 13.
For 160.
Empty backfield. Book looking,
rush.
gets in trouble, throws, and that's a touchdown. There's a flag, though. Let's see what it's about.
It's a Notre Dame touchdown if it stands.
This is going to be a penalty against Notre Dame. I think an illegal shift or an illegal motion is going to wipe this one out.
Illegal shift. Offense, numbers 85 and 25. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Oh, my God. All right, that's an illegal shift, no touchdown.
Well, Tyree is out as a wide receiver. He never really gets set. He's kind of bouncing around. 85 is Takis, the tight end, inside. And they just didn't get set in a legal position.
All right, so it's first down and 15.
Today.
10:06 to play.
5 yards,
that's
only
the first penalty by Notre Dame.
Played very clean football, but they're down by 24. And running out of time.
All right, here we go.
They bring pressure again. Book the
that's
short
caught
throw to
down
Michael
at
Mayer,
the 14-yard line.
who didn't even want to play football in high school.
It's going to be second
He
down.
wanted to be a basketball player. His dad, Andy, actually called the freshman football coach at Covington Catholic.
Hey, I hope so, Cody.
Coach Edgerton said, could you encourage Michael to play football? So he played
Day1 says been up
reluctantly.
all
They
night.
wound up, when he made it to the varsity the next year, going 44-1. He was
Hey,
a
I
dominant
appreciate
two-way
the number
player.
change. We're at
Very
9,700.
intense football player.
We are 300
Coach
away from
described him as
10,000
ultra-serious.
subscribers.
Baby Gronk becoming a factor here late. Book.
And
could not
Book,
get
gain
away.
of maybe
Byron
a
Young
yard.
swung him down.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10.
It's a really good play by Byron Young because he was coming on an inside
Young got
stunt,
the tackle.
but he had eyes on the quarterback. He wasn't going to get there for a sack, but he was able to shed the block and make the tackle for a very short
Nathan
yardage
Tucker
gain
says
by Ian Book.
31-7. Roll Tide. Next 4 years going to be U of M for real.
Third
I hope
down
so.
and 10.
All right,
Nice
3rd down
drive,
and 10.
but they're
Big time
taking a lot of
down.
Nearly 4 minutes on
Book,
this possession.
and
a
that's
throw too high
incomplete.
for Ben Skoranek with Josh Jobe
Intended versus
in
Skoranek.
coverage. And what do you do here on 4th and 10? You're in short field goal range, but Brian Kelly's going to leave the
you
offense
gotta-
out there.
Yeah, go for a touchdown here.
I mean, you at
Field
this
goal
point,
is
you're
not
down
gonna help
24.
at
You
this
have
point.
to.
At the end of the half, you know, that's a different situation. Now it's, score a touchdown. And that ball
4th
just
down
kinda
and 10. They
sailed
have
on
to
Ian
go
Book.
for
He
it.
had Skoranek. He was open enough to make a completion. The ball took off on Ian Book.
With Kyron Williams, their outstanding running back, on the sideline. 4th down and 10. Book gets it off.
Oh,
short
it's a
of Avery
turnover
Davis, who
on
couldn't make the catch.
downs.
With Brian Branch right behind him, and Alabama will take over on downs.
Alabama
Wondered if this ball
football.
got deflected
Turnover
a little
on
bit at the line of
downs.
scrimmage. The rusher, Jalen
You're going to start
Moody,
at 1st
number
and 10 at
42.
the Alabama
Got a
13-yard
hand up.
line.
I don't know if he got a hand on the football or not. Take a look and see if.
Do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. Do appreciate that number change. Shout out to the 1631 in the building. You guys are truly awesome. If I've earned your subscription or a thumbs up, definitely hit it. We do this all season long. We do college football, NFL, basketball, college basketball. I'll be live for the national title game, Alabama and whoever wins the Sugar Bowl. I'll be live for the Steelers, Browns, Cardinals, Rams, Washington, Philly this Sunday. All 13 games in the NFL playoffs, including the Super Bowl. And we're going to do some UFC, some boxing. We got some good boxing matches coming up. Floyd Money Mayweather is going to be entering the ring. I'll be live for that match. I'll be live for Conor McGregor. He's going to be fighting in the octagon. I'll be live for that. I mean, we got some good stuff headed onto the streams. Told you 4th quarter takeaway. How bad? Sing something, bro. Can anyone say beat down. Liberty could beat Notre Dame. Now that's just straight up disrespectful. Lions, Tigers, Red Wings, Pistons, anything Big Ten, Texas, or Midwest, says Cody Garcia. I just subscribed. You are awesome. Hey, appreciate that, Neil C. Fuller Jr. Welcome to the family. LeBron83 is laughing his tail off. Sean Dale says Notre Dame, they did nothing, LOL. Liberty did beat 2 ACC teams, says Paul Fox. Jeff says, who has the ball now? It is Alabama following that turnover on downs. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Alabama 13-yard line. Caden says, I love seeing Notre Dame get killed. Who's Connor fighting? Connor is fighting Pryor. Or, yeah, I think it's Pryor, his last name. And then Floyd Mayweather's fighting Logan Paul or something like that. I'm doing it because I want to see if Mike Tyson's right. He said, man, Floyd's about to murder that kid. Yeah, Dustin Poirier. Yep, appreciate that, Andrew. Hey, that's facts. That's even what Iron Mike Tyson said. He's like, man, they better build him a grave because Floyd about to kill that kid.
Lead his way near a first down.
I said, why are they going to do him like that? I mean, Floyd's a good fighter.
We expect the Rose Bowl will be right back where it belongs next year in Pasadena. Commend the
all right, we got first down and 10, 8:27.
Notice, and also the people here affiliated with the Cotton Bowl, Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys.
I got $1,500 on Alabama.
Only days ago.
Hey, that's what's up. Easy dub for you.
Brian Robinson, the running back. Mac Jones,
Alabama got their
quarterback.
booty
Devontae
spanked.
Smith, the wide
Absolutely.
receiver.
Or I'm sorry, Notre Dame got their booty spanked.
Robinson, about a yard and a half.
Gain about a yard on that play.
Unfortunately, this
Second
is nothing
down
new in the college football playoff. This is the 7th edition, 7th year. So in the first 6 years,
Najee Harris's day is done. I think the next 7.5 minutes
by double figures.
It's going to be all
including last year,
Robinson.
LSU beat Oklahoma by 34. Back in 16,
what's going
Alabama.
on, Kelly Don?
Here,
Dallas Cowboys hanging in there, absolutely.
38-0.
They win.
Clemson,
Washington loses.
17 out of 31-0 win over Ohio State. There's been a lot of blowouts.
Dallas is in the playoffs.
Semifinal round.
Well, last year's game.
Same thing with the Giants. And same things with Washington. They win. They're in.
We're hoping that is tonight as well.
That's all they got to do is win.
More than midway through the fourth quarter now.
All right, here we go.
And
that's incomplete, intended for Deontay Smith.
Yeah, well, that
bringing
is a
up
rarity
3rd down and 8, and there is a flag on the play.
Targeted 123 times.
7:15 to play in the fourth quarter.
Only 2 drops. That makes number 3.
Foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 19. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Justin Ademiola, twin brother of Jason Ademiola, who had a big pass out of the air earlier.
Got the roughing the passer call. I mean, that wasn't nothing.
Well, we saw one against Ian Book on the sideline just because
nothing,
he pushed him
but I get
to the
it.
ground, and that time I think just finishing that tackle.
These NFL or these college players could not even last 3 minutes in football in the 90s.
Officials need some airtime now. There's only 4 penalties in the game.
I won't even go to 60s or 70s because they wouldn't even be able to make it past the warm-ups.
Looked like the left side of the line was moving.
All right, there's flags on the play again.
The starters in there as well.
You know, we talk so much, and rightfully so, about the big 3.
Offense number 70. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
You know, all three finish in the top 5 voting for the Heisman Trophy. Incredible individual seasons, but it all starts with this.
It's going to be first down and 15.
Both these offensive lines, 2 of the 3 offensive lines up for the Joe Moore Award to the best unit. Texas A&M, the other group. But this group playing tonight without their leader and heart and soul Landon Dickerson. Another impressive performance by this Alabama front line.
Entering the year, Ekiyor was the only new starter.
And that's Robinson.
Tossed to
Got
Brian
loose
Robinson,
a little bit.
The only
Got
offensive
it.
lineman
It's going to be
that
second
replaced
down and
last
8.
year was Jedrick Wills, big replacement.
Yeah.
He was a top 10 pick in the NFL by the Cleveland Browns.
Well, they moved
Tatum
Evan
versus
Neal, who was a
Devontae
right guard,
Smith
out to
would
right
be
tackle,
funny.
and that's why Ekiyor slipped into right guard. Deontay Brown, the left guard, and it is an impressive group. Bunch of guys that are going to be playing on Sunday.
B says,
Including Alex Leatherwood.
Oh.
Enormous left tackle, 6'6", 312.
He's ready
He
for
thought
the
about going to the NFL at the end of
next
last
game.
year. Came back to win a championship.
I will be live for that
First team
Clemson-Ohio
All-American.
State game.
And he
Second
shared
down
the
and 9.
Best offensive lineman, the Jacobs blocking trophy in the SEC.
Play
with
action.
his center, Landon Dickerson. Xavier Williams
Still
the catch.
on his feet.
Apparently didn't go out of bounds.
Losing yards.
Maximized his air time, spinning like a top. And Leatherwood, I don't know where he would have been
It's gonna
drafted
be third
last
down,
year,
big
but
time
I would
down for
imagine we'll ask Tom
Alabama.
McShay in a moment about his prospects. He's out of Pensacola, Florida. His
Alex
high school
Leatherwood.
coach was Charlie Ward.
SEC Jacob Blocking Award
Nick Saban was
co-winner.
frustrated with
Outland
me because
Trophy.
he thought I had him too high, and he wanted him to come back. And you know what?
Third
He was
down
right,
and 9.
as usual. And
But where do you
he's
have him now, Alex Leatherwood?
I have him as a 3rd-round pick. And he got from the advisory committee a go back to school. If it's not the 1st or 2nd round, it's go back to school.
That was last year. Here comes a blitz at Mac Jones. But
All
where
right,
did you
here we
have
go.
him last year?
That brings up
Had him in
4th
the
down
second.
and 9.
Too high, apparently.
Too high, yep. I had to go back and study the tape. And it's a late flag here.
I think it's going to be intentional grounding. Yep.
Offense number 10. Lost it down at the spot of the foul. 4th down.
And Mac Jones had not left the tackle box. Made a good decision to get rid of the football, but threw the ball out of bounds from the tackle box, and that's what drew the flag.
All right. So that is another 15-yard
There's
penalty
Charlie Scott to punt.
for Alabama.
That's Salerno back deep.
It's 4th down and 17.
Transfer from the Air Force Academy. He was their primary punter the last 3 years. Got
And here's a
approval
good
from
kick.
the military to defer
Got it
his
down at the
service for 1 year, so
20-yard
it'll be a
line.
grad
It's going to be
transfer.
1st and 10.
And
Oh,
here
there's
comes
a
for
flag.
the shove at the end of that play. A fair catch made by Matt Salerno.
That might be added
Vontae Smith
yards
was there.
to Notre Dame.
And Nick Saban is gesturing that he thinks Smith got shoved into Salerno.
He did a little bit. I don't think it needed a flag, period. There's the shove by Griffith, the safety, and then another one by Tyree.
There is no foul
Yeah.
or personal foul.
That's
the
good.
Contact was a result of the block.
That's good.
Timeout.
Good officiating.
All right. So no flag. They're picking it up. All right. You know what that means for the referees.
Dude, you've got one job.
You got one job. Throw the flag when it needs to be done. What's up, Amy? Says, when do they give out the Heisman Trophy? I think it's just before the 11th. I believe it's maybe the 8th or 9th? JetBlue says, hold 'em Tide. My team has played this for the 120 years. OSU is no joke. Don't overlook them. Absolutely. Do appreciate those number changes. We are 70 subscribers away from 9,800. We're closing in on 10,000 subscribers. No, there was no penalty, David. They picked it up. They said he kept getting pushed in, and he was pushed into the block. So there's no roughing the fair catch player Roll Tide from Dakar, Alabama. Hey, appreciate that, Johnny. Jonathan says, in this Notre Dame offense, all those who bet Bama to cover the spread will lose their money. W5CDT says, Roll Tide from Texas. Clemson or Ohio. I think Clemson's going to win. I wouldn't mind having a Big Ten and be Ohio State, but I think the money's going to say that Clemson's going to win. Wow, Ohio State has 16 players out for tonight's game. Hey, I got one thing to say on that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. That's going to be tough. We all seen what happened to Florida when they had 11. Jonathan says, Roll Tide. Roll Tide from Forest Park, Georgia, says Sean. Easy win for Clemson. Buckeyes were losing anyways. All right, here we go. 5.5 to play.
As Notre
Dame
quarterback
throws.
They don't
got to complete.
Rally dramatically. Chris Tyree.
That's
pulled
Tyree.
down by Jalen Moody, backup linebacker.
Gain of a couple
His
on that
15th
play.
tackle of the year.
Again, remember this Notre Dame offense now playing without the services of one of their best tight ends.
What's going on,
Tommy
Zip
Tremble's
Hound?
been out most of the game, and then Kyron Williams has not come back either.
It's possible. Oh, big time
Rifle
first
across the
down.
What did he take?
Ball just short of the
First down.
45.
Lawrence Keys the catch. His first of the game, just the 6th by a Notre Dame wide receiver, just his 5th of the year. He had
That was
concussion issues
Keys
earlier in the
third.
season. Chris Allen blasted Book.
Yeah, he really got into him. You show the courage right there of Ian Book to stay in there and deliver the football.
All right, it's going to be first
target.
and 10. Got to cross the 45. Down
a gain
at
of 3 to the 46, and we're ticking
the
down to
46-yard
4.5
line.
minutes to go. It's been quite a career at Notre Dame for Ian Book. Wasn't a top recruit, 3-star recruit out of the Sacramento, California area. Originally headed to Washington State. Boise State had showed some interest.
All right,
Mike
here we
Sanford
go.
was an assistant
Second
there. They
and
kept in touch
7.
when Sanford went to Notre Dame. They brought Ian
Notre
in
Dame
for a visit, and he committed right
looking,
away.
takes off,
He's under
got sacked
pressure and
behind the
dropped from
line
behind
of
by
scrimmage.
DeMarco Helms.
And that's a 1-yard
DeMarco
loss.
Helms had a full head of steam. He was coming on a safety blitz.
Hey, appreciate
and
that
he never
number
slowed
change.
down. Ian Book feels the pressure coming, but Helms has got a
I
full
would
head
actually
of
like
steam,
16
and he's
teams,
able
Bark.
to chase down Book from behind.
Barkaholic says
and get him on
18
the ground.
playoff. I would like 16.
And primarily a special teams
Or something
player,
like
but he
maybe
has
March
really
Madness
become a
where they're
factor on their
64.
defense as well. 3rd down and 8.
All right,
3
here we
sacks
go.
for Alabama. None for Notre Dame. And Book's pass goes over the head of
That's incomplete, intended for
Mayer,
Mayer.
with Helms bringing the heat on Book again.
Well, right now, Alabama kind of
Barkaholic
pinning their
says money
ears
talks.
back on their pass
Absolutely.
rush, bringing extra bodies.
Bring back NCAA
Ian
football.
Book not able
Hey,
to step
absolutely.
Into that one. Clear overthrow on 3rd down.
Alabama going to intercept
Brian
the
Kelly's looking
ball.
like he may
Bet.
punt the football here.
I wouldn't doubt it, Natasha.
Well, he's yelling punt. So here's Bramlett.
All right, it's going to be 4th and 8
From Tuscaloosa.
on the
Dad
punt.
played high school football and Pelham in Alabama with Dabo Sweeney.
Hey,
Dabo's
Reese
playing this
18,
already.
shout out to
That
you.
was his old buddy Mike Bramlett's son.
All right,
Mike
first time
Bramlett
out by
reached to
Notre
Dabo
Dame.
before the ACC title game. So we
Says
could take a
Roll
picture of my
Tide
son
from
on the field.
Siberia.
Who's your son?
Shout out
He's
to
the Notre Dame
Siberia.
punter. You've already
Shout
played
out
him
to
once,
you,
didn't
Reese. Do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Hey. I appreciate that, Mr. FLM Sports. Hey, appreciate that, brother. Shout out to you. What's going on, Maurice Daniel says, my guy, 100%. This is Bama. Bama needs a touchdown to keep the 35-point a game streak going. That's insane. They average 35 points a game. That is crazy. Could you imagine that, though, in the National Football League? Have that in the NFC, and have Alabama versus versus Kansas City in a Super Bowl. That would be insane. That would be a fun game, though. High-powered offenses, great defenses. Absolutely. Where can I sign up on that one with? Damix Plates 808 says all bus. Alabama Super Bowl ready. But could you imagine that Alabama Crimson Tide versus the Kansas City Chiefs in a Super Bowl? That would be crazy. That'd be kind of fun to watch, though, real talk. I mean, Nick Saban is who he is, you know, and then you got Patrick Mahomes, things of that nature. I mean, that would be a pretty fun game. I got Notre Dame plus 21, says Maine. So they still need a score. Otherwise, because if that'd be 28-31 right now. All right, here
Heartbreaking loss a year ago.
Really? All right, Monday, January 11th, 8 o'clock. I will be live for the national title game.
Projecting the Crimson Tide, the winner, and they'll be in Miami on January 11th for the national championship game.
After the timeout, Brian Kelly electing to go.
All right, fourth down and 8. They're going for it. And that's a first down at the 40.
His first catch.
They converted that fourth and long.
Listed by their academic class.
Alabama was the biggest favorite in college football playoff history, as they are favored by 20.
Those are the routes that Ian Book said
and
that
yet they
were
are
kind of
up
his
by
favorite
24.
routes this week.
Insanity.
The deep ends, the over routes, because they thought
Alabama needs
the
Pruitt
place
back.
to attack was on the interior. This is tough here.
Yeah, up for
Oh!
trying to throw a jump ball and take advantage.
They said
of
he
his
was out of
height.
bounds. That would have been an interception.
There.
Shout out to, I believe that was
He's just one of those guys that takes
Natalie.
away half the field. They don't even
Called
try
it
to
for
throw out Notre
there's
Dame
going to be
and
an
everybody
interception
else.
on the drive. Or a turnover, I
He's in
should say.
perfect position again, and if he comes down in bounds, it's an interception. It's a bigger receiver. It doesn't matter.
After
Patrick
the play was
Surtain
over,
has the strength.
Sportsmanlike conduct. Head coach Alabama. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
That was Nick
Automatic
Saban.
first down. That
Patrick
is that head coach's
Surtain's
first unsportsmanlike conduct foul.
Dad can't believe it.
Oh my God!
Not out of character for Nick to
Wow,
be a little agitated, even with a big
unsportsmanlike
lead.
conduct
Constantly coaching
by
and
Nick
teaching.
Saban. All right, so ball is now
So it's
at
first
the
and 10.
25-yard line.
Notre Dame at the 25-yard line. Helms came in another blitz, and McKinley slowed
And
down
that
by Jordan
is
Battle.
gain of about 2 on that play. Hey, shout out to John Summers.
Second down, under 3 minutes to
Appreciate
go.
that.
We talked to Pete Golding, the defense coordinator, about Patrick Surtain,
Welcome to the prospects.
He talked about his poise, and nothing phases him.
Yeah.
And he's so technically sound. So, well, do you think part of that's growing up around his dad?
Tasha says
Yeah,
Daddy's
that
showing
probably
out.
Well, Patrick told us his dad started working fundamentals with him at age 5.
All right,
so,
here
yeah,
we
I
go.
think so.
That's caught.
Michael Mayer.
And that is Mayer for the first down.
Sertan still talks to his dad every week before the games. Dad gives him a pep talk. They say a pregame prayer, and I think this says a lot about the dad. The prayer every week is the same. Win, lose, or draw, we're here for you. We are your #1 fans, and we love you.
Sertan
here
is
we
one
go.
of the most
First
technically
and
sound
10
corners
at
I've
the
ever evaluated.
13-yard
Almost 20
line.
years of doing this.
Got to get
in
to
terms
the
of press
3 for the
coverage and
first
knowing
down.
when to open up and turn.
Book on first
Book
and 10.
throws.
Throws
That's
it away.
incomplete.
Well, Nick Saban would like you to say he's a 4th-round pick, Todd, in case you
So
influence his
he
decision.
can call me and yell at me again.
He's
No,
a junior, one of the 6 first-team
Clemson
All-Americans
going to
on
get
his
back-to-back
Alabama team.
nagging
The other
losses,
5 are all on
says
the
Elijah.
offense.
I have him at number 7 overall in the class, in the first defensive back. And you can see tonight exactly why.
Yeah, and there's no reason for him to stay, as much as the Bama fans would like him to.
All right, here we go.
He is ready to go.
Oh, welcome back.
Williams back
Williams.
in the game, left for a while. Thankfully not injured seriously enough to prevent his return. He's to the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to go.
All right, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in this ball game. 3rd and
Well, we
5.
mentioned earlier, Alabama, the biggest favorite in the history of the college football playoff in year 7, 19.5 points. They lead by 24 with 1:43 to go.
All right, here we go.
Book.
And Book
Blocked by Mayer,
got
who's
it
banged
to
down
Mayer
at the
down
1.
at the 1-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It was Josh Jobe who delivered the hit. Dylan Moses there as well. 1st and goal, 1.5 to go.
Can we hit 60 subscribers by the time it hits
Another
double
long drive
zeros?
for the Irish. Ian Book, I think he was juggling the snap a little bit.
Yeah.
He didn't get there.
Gain of about a half a yard. It's going to be 2nd and goal at the
I
half-yard
think you're running
line.
this with Kyron Williams again, like you did earlier when you were inside the 1-yard line, trying to get a push up front.
Do appreciate that number
1
change.
minute to go. Book the
And
fake, and he takes it
Book with the
himself.
touchdown. But
Notre
wait,
Dame
there's a
touchdown.
flag.
But there is a flag on the play.
Offside, defense, number 28. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
Defensive back. Ian Book, rushing touchdown.
All right, Ian Book makes it
Well, they faked
13
Kyron
to
Williams.
31.
It holds the Alabama defense. You can see Dylan Moses, number 32, fooled by the fake. And for Ian Book, his 9th rushing touchdown of the season.
17th of his career, tying with Rick Meyer for 3rd most by a Notre Dame quarterback.
All right, 56 seconds
Don
left.
Kaiser at 18.
Here comes
Tony
the
Rice,
extra
all-time
point.
record holder with
Kick
23.
is up. Kick is good.
Extra point good for
31-14.
Jonathan
56
Dorr.
seconds left.
So no surprise. if you've watched
17th
Ian Book play,
rushing
we have a lot of these
career
last few years that
touchdown.
he would battle
Tied
all the
3rd
way to
among
the end.
quarterbacks
A
in school
terrific
history
competitor. We'll see if
by
he gets a
Ian
shot at
Book.
the next level.
He's voted 2-time captain, which means a whole lot to him. I thought he said something really interesting to us on our Zoom call the other day. He says, I want to be the kind of teammate or guy that my teammates can count on, both in football and in life. You know, and I think so. Being a captain and being that respected is very, very important to him.
Like I said, guys, I will be live for Clemson, Ohio State following this as soon as this stream ends. Don't leave because it'll redirect you straight into Clemson, Ohio State. Tomorrow's Oregon, ISU, Iowa State Cyclones, and then on Sundays, Steelers, Browns, Cardinals, Rams, Washington, Philly.
Not only is that the longest active streak in the country, it's the all-time record.
Long
in
live the
FBS
Irishman,
football.
says Cody.
They have 31 right now. Oh, Devontae Smith couldn't come up with the onside kick.
And
the
it
Irish have
is.
it at the 47-yard line.
Goodness,
Jeremiah
it's Notre Dame football.
Perhaps playing his last game for Notre Dame, the conference defensive player of the year in the ACC.
All
the
right.
recovery.
Well, you think this is the guy
was
you want
touched
to try
by
to field it if you're Alabama. Devontae Smith.
Devontae
not
Smith
able to catch
touched
it cleanly, and Owusu
recovered
right
by
there.
Notre Dame, so it's Notre Dame
The ball was
football.
touched by the receiving team. then recovered by the kicking team. Notre Dame's ball, 1st and 10. Please adjust the game clock to 56 seconds. Oh my God!
Hey, Alabama. I guess they're going to try to make it a 10-point game at the end.
Correction, 54 seconds on the game.
Okay, there's
clock.
going to be 54 seconds.
Deemed Devontae Smith the offensive
1st and
player
10.
of the game. I think we should stay with that.
Yeah.
3 touchdown
That was
catches.
a special teams play.
Devontae Adams has 8 targets, 7 receptions, 130 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tied for most in Rose Bowl game history.
For USC. 3 from Sam Darnold against your alma mater in
All right, here
2017.
And that's incomplete.
Trying to feed it through to Ben Skoranek.
All right, Notre Dame still has 2 timeouts. Alabama has all 3.
Coming up next, Clemson and Ohio State.
You know, it's so hard for me to actually know.
It is Notre Dame football at the 47-yard line.
We didn't have them at all.
They're still in Notre Dame territory.
Clemson is playing very well right now. I think they were very in sync against this Notre Dame
and
team
Book
in the
takes
ACC
off.
championship game.
Book gonna slide. Got
Trevor
across
Lawrence is at the top
midfield.
of his game right now. I think
Just short of the 40.
Tyler Davis back on defense solidifies their defense. I think Clemson's going to win the football game. But Justin Fields
gonna be at
had
the
a nice
42-yard line, 1st and 10. 34 seconds.
He's good to go. He can make a lot of things happen for that Buckeye offense as well.
As you said, they met last year. It's really becoming a little bit of a contentious rivalry.
That's
Josh
incomplete.
Jobe breaks
And
up
there's
the
a
pass
flag on the play.
The Bama fans and sideline hate it. Devon McKinley, the intended receiver.
Pass interference. Defense number 28. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic
That
first
is
down.
Jobe.
Well, it looked like there was a lot of contact, but they've been letting them play for most of the game. There's the grab also.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think he pulled
Can't
it
do
with,
that.
with his right hand.
Correction, the ball be placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
Yeah, if it's pass interference, that's spot foul. And this one's for the refs.
Mac Jones didn't lay it. What does Matt Austin think? I know your wife would like you to get a little more airtime tonight. Mr. Austin, what do you think?
I think that was a good call. He had his inside arm locked and was pulling it down pretty good. Would have forced him to go up for a one-handed catch, so that was a good call.
All right, here we go. Notre
Made your
Dame.
minimum number of appearances
Ian Book.
now, so
He's in trouble.
check will be
Hits as
coming.
he
Ian
throws.
Book, pressured
That's
by Jalen
incomplete.
Mooney and threw it away.
There's no foul for intentional grounding. Quarterback.
16
Here's the
seconds
Capital
left.
One rewarding.
Do have to mute it real quick. We are 50 subscribers from hitting 9,800 subscribers. Do appreciate each and every single one of you. Shout out to the 1739.
Pretty fun to watch.
All right, here we go. 16 seconds.
Final 15
And
seconds.
there
and
is
some
a
movement.
flag for false start.
Looked like it was Liam Eichenberg playing in his last game, and what a career he's had at Notre Dame.
False start. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty. Still second down. There's no
38th.
opportunity for a 10-second runoff as the game clock was not running at the time.
38th straight start for Eichenberg out of a
All right,
powerhouse
no
high school
10-second
program,
runoffs,
St.
but
Ignatius
it's
in
still
Cleveland.
2nd and 15.
Second team All-American this year. He'll be on his way to the NFL. Brian Kelly said we need to get
Ball
better
is at
along
the 33-yard
lines.
line.
They've done it in recruiting.
Yep.
Since that
Got it
lost to
connected.
Alabama 8 years ago.
Gain of a couple.
We've had 4 offensive linemen drafted in
Third
the first
down.
round since 2014.
Going to be 3rd and
Most
about
in the
11.
country.
Ball went out of bounds, so
357
clock
yards of
is
total
stopped.
offense for
11
Notre Dame.
seconds
I know
left.
that the game has never really been in question, but that's a lot more than they had a week ago against Clemson. Only 262 yards of offense against the Tigers last week in the ACC championship game.
Brian Kelly said we're better. They are better, but they're contending with
Okay,
a
3rd and
juggernaut
12
here
at the 30.
today. Alabama clearly will be the favorite in the championship game regardless of
And
the
Book
opponent.
in trouble. Gets out.
Ian Book,
Takes off.
one
Got a
last
first
rumble
down.
the
2
field.
seconds. It's
Or
out of
perhaps
bounds.
another,
First
as they stop
down.
the clock with 1 second left.
We have time for one more throw to the end zone here for Ian Book.
Notre Dame has gotten bigger and stronger and more physical, but they need more speed on the perimeter. Really on both sides of the ball.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
All right, Notre Dame takes the
Notre Dame
timeout.
calls
They're left
timeout.
with
Bama
one.
fans booing. They want
1
to get
second
the party
left.
started. Socially distanced and masked, of course. Trevor Lawrence getting ready. What is almost certainly his either last or second to last.
I will be live for the Clemson
college
Ohio
football
State game
They
tomorrow.
will play one
Oregon,
more, but,
Iowa
he's likely to be
State,
a Jacksonville
Sunday
Jaguar.
Steelers, Browns,
not
Cardinals,
bet against
Rams,
this guy.
Washington, Philly. Definitely
Yeah,
don't
he's
want to
pretty
miss
special.
out.
He is. He will be the first overall pick by the Jaguars. If the Jets were picking at number 1, they would have taken him too.
Devontae Smith, 3 touchdown receptions, by the way, not just tying the Rose Bowl record. They are an Alabama bowl game record for any bowl.
Do have
6
NFL
times
Sunday
previously,
ticket.
Receiver had 2 touchdown catches.
And I do like it, so
before
next
we
year
see
I
him
will
again in
purchase
Miami
it again.
In 11 days, he's going to collect the Heisman Trophy.
Yep, I think so too.
First wide receiver to do it since Desmond Howard, if in fact he does.
All right, here we go.
Blitz.
Last
Boom.
play, and it's incomplete.
Almost as if
Game is
Alabama
over.
Saying, okay, you want to call a timeout?
And
Alabama
going to
Davis, and it brings an end.
the
to
national
this Rose
title
Bowl
game
presented by
as
Capital
they have
One.
won the
Devontae
Rose
Smith,
Bowl
7 catches,
31 to
130
14.
yards and 3 touchdowns. And by his standards lately, that's been a quiet night. He averaged 144 yards receiving over the previous 6 games. He'll need 10 yards to become the all-time
advance to the
leader in
5th
SEC
college football playoff
receiving
national
yardage.
title game, seeking
He's
their
10
third
behind Jordan
title.
Matthews of Vanderbilt,
Alabama
who holds
Crimson
that
Tide.
record. So they're on their way to the national championship for the 5th time in 7 years of the college football playoff.
You wonder if Nick is taking his team home right now, if they're going to stay here in Texas and watch the game, or if they're going to go home and just watch it on film tomorrow.
They treated this like a business trip. They just came here yesterday like it was your regular.
All right. That's going to do it for this one. Do appreciate the 1,770 in the building. We are 50 away from 9,800. I will end this stream. It'll redirect you straight into Clemson, Ohio State. So stay tuned for that. I'll be live as soon as it gets set up on, my software and stuff. But it's already set up, and it'll redirect you over there. With that being said, I'll see you soon. Have a nice day. Peace.
Thank you.